to provide some sort of safety, as he will get sent back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. Xnova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from NoTails coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's just the Xnova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the sense on creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And Xnova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not gonna have vision over here. But no, Xnova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back here. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on NoTail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Rack. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're gonna keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PLR is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close to Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo. FY with the self-heals, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail. FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give the edge for this team fight. The LGD are up in goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy NoTail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? Yep. It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing it with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call. if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke. It's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
Ana, he's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Ana's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstrike's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
he has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Ana, and Jerax. The only three heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split a course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Ana up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Ana is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to be the set. He's in. The call, the MP, the counter, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pots the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. The doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Thompson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail puts the hand of God, but No Tail beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Ana. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Ana alive. Ana with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the two of them. Ana trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Ana again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Pops the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Ana as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus? And X-Nova is so low. As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Ana back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, and they find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the block? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb.
Yeah.
He's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus. He's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call, though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Ana, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Ana again with the double down. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Ana will be able to force him away. They've got the head. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 as Seb. He's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, so he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
He's back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice, nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refresher shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can come.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex now.
Yeah. The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their BKBs.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of it. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns up. The blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just what a shadow blade. It just, yeah, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so he can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing huge issues in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in this team.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have like this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too, by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He was a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jerax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the Primal Split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No-Tail being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the Blade Mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY bites back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jerax. Jerax with the tether. Arme turns into General Gemma. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. as OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This Doppel talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the Dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Ana frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Bride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Ana, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the beacon, the call! Seb, he's got the disabling Chalice, do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice! He's into the snowball, FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable! Who's their tags? He gets Bloodthorn! Chalice plays back. Straight back into the game, Ana trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward, the Tornado going to be off the market, only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow, jumps in, gets the call, the BKB was out in time, the Bananas on top of it, do they have the damage? Seb's got the blade on FY!
Okay.
With the snowball again, Thompson, Jarax focusing the racks, Thompson gets the Hex up onto X-Nova, Seb healed up by Jarax, Ana still full health at the moment, as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid racks falling. They've taken a full second sets, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. As Ana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the double gagger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Jarek in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jarek gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jerax will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullifies upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range track standing on the top lane.
I can't believe it's coming this. There's only 3 racks left in this game, and one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X that was buyback, it was only like 600 or 700, which is crazy, but Jerax also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback, but 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. The PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from Jerax.
The control is just not there, and they don't have the way to kill all these illusions constantly. And of course, look at Jerax coming in, starts that relocate channel, and is able to get it off. No one gets the control on him.
Keeping it cool at the time that it means the most, but he's still able to crack a smile here in Game 4 of the TIA Grand Finals. OG making a stand, now leading 9K advantage in net worth. LD able to join us.
I don't believe they actually have any 4 stabs on the side of LG. That's generally how you deal with a Scythe of Ice, and I think they can get a Scythe of Ice on the core, get a blink call, and that hero is likely dead without buyback at this point. So OG, I would say, definitely favorite at this point of the game, especially with PL having buyback. LGD, they have a couple minutes to think about what they want to do before this next Roshan.
Yeah, they can't be totally reliant on FY just getting these perfect snowball saves, or even like I saw in the last fight too when it was down bottom, he even tried like Walrus kicking the IO away from when he was tethered from somebody else. They need to find some other ways to be able to save, in particular that Brewmaster, who just time and time again is the most important hero, it does seem, for LGD.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they do with the BKB call. The snowball is the only thing, but they have Bloodthorns, they have Scythe of Ice for the Tusk, they have a lot of things available. Maybe Aeon's Disc perhaps for Brewmaster. I'm not exactly sure what the best way for him to deal with it is. It looks like he is going for an Octarine perhaps for almost permanent.
The sentry's down though. They see Thompson, but Thompson, he's already quick with the play. The Tornado into EMP, Cold Snap as well, they've got the Hex, but there won't be any further jumping. They just poke at Arme.
They're trying to make space.
They got the Mega Creeps.
That's the distraction play right there.
Up against the Mega Creeps. PSG LGD, it's what stands between them and the championship title here in Game 4.
And they got it right before that wave, before that 59-minute mark too. So we already have the mega creep wave coming in, that momentum pushing onto LGD's side.
And you look at their lineup, can PSG LGD's heroes deal with the mega creeps? It's hard. They don't really have that sort of incredible D push or AoE sort of hard hitters to deal with it.
That's kind of what they've been lacking in a lot of this game, right? That's what we've been talking about with the illusions with the PL. They've got ways to find them if it's, or ways to kill them if they find the exact one, but as for doing that, it's very tough when they don't have just the dispel from Chalice.
And he does too much damage to ignore at this point with the Bloodthorn. And on top of that, Roshan is going to respawn in about 1 minute's time. LGD, I think their buybacks are going to cool down around that time, but I just don't think they can withstand this onslaught. They really want to be able to prevent this Roshan. It's super obvious when there's mega creeps. With mega creeps, that's the luxury that you have. You can just wait a couple of seconds. You know, the creeps will be hitting at your T4s if you wait.
As Ana commits forward. Has no boots, but a full Eye of Scotty. 3,800 health now on this PL, who hasn't been dying for a very long time. Now he's got easier ways, easier kill opportunity, and much more survivability.
Yeah, he probably has like maybe 7,000, 8,000 HP effective with the butterfly evasion and the heal, and overcharge, and the Hand of God is just way too much. And the lifesteal from Shen too, another ability.
OG clearing out the pit. Very, very soon to be spawning Roshan, and PSG LGD are well aware.
Roshan's up. It looks like only OG knows.
Oh, yo, Anna. He's losing action. Arme's gonna get caught out by the tornado though. They've opened up onto him. Arme trying to get on top of Anna. The BKB pop by Chalice. He'll get the ult out. No-Tail getting got out straight away by F5 with the snowball. No-Tail's dead for 100. They'll get the Chen. Anna in the midst of it, trying to lock down onto FY. The rest of his team about to come over to get the tornado. Out onto X7. Looking for the cool control onto Arme. Has he got it? Arme getting stood up by the call set, but he's able to wait for him up the high ground. Thompson blinks in. He gets the hex out, but F5 with the snowball save. They get the bash out. Sonos will be able to find the IO, but they're fully low LGD. That's Sonos there for 2 minutes. They get Thompson. Thompson there for 2 minutes. Only Anna. Anna, can he do it here? Is it half-out save? Lifetime as 3 dead now on LGD. No buyback. Seb will fall. Anna kept alive off the back of that fight, as that very much looked like PSG LGD were able to tip OG over the edge, but that plus 100 Berserker score, you could see Seb as well being very careful with how he used it, keeping it to that opportune moment after any potential sort of Manta dodges have been done by Thomas Arme, and he gets the call.
9 doppelgangers used just in that area around the Ancients from the PL. Just the constant barrage of illusions giving that distraction to allow Seb to get that call off.
And that's another Roshan for OG.
These fights have to be so hectic for the players. There's like 30 PLs.
There's just both sides. I mean, even the Enchantress is like taking a PL, and then the Morphling turns into PL.
I'm just impressed we haven't had any frame drops. You know?
That's true.
Azana. Down the middle lane.
Just walking down with a DD.
The tier 4s. Anna says he's done with this. He wants to end this game. The buyback will come out from FY. Anna. It's going to be snowballed. Anna. He's in. He's not got any backup on the way. FY will be able to get out with the Embers, but this doppelganger just over and over again, meaning that Anna could just stand in. Now he's got the backup of Jerax. He gets Hex. Oh, he didn't expect it. He didn't expect the Hex, but he's still fine. Jerax had the Odis, but X-Nova into the snowball. They'll turn towards Jerax. The Hanagon coming out. Jerax has been nullified. They get doppelganger once again. X-Nova. He will survive for now. But buybacks were forced out by that aggressive play from Anna. At the same time, Seb did buyback himself on the Axe. But LGD are back up as a full 5-man.
Jesus, this is insane.
I mean, I don't know, it's super safe there. I'm not exactly sure why I said buyback, but I mean, he has Heart, he has Wisp behind him, he has Aegis, he has everything. He has buyback.
And as you can see there, that is the big difference. There are 4 buybacks available on OG. Only 1 available for LGD. Oh.
All this momentum pushing in. And an Arcane Rune up top. If they give that to Ana, oh my god. Even more illusions, even more doppels.
Oh,
Let's go.
that is
2.1 second cooldown. Yeah.
1 second cooldown.
Win.
Okay. There's Anna. He's ready to put it to use. Straight into the base he goes. He gets the jump on the way. Now the ghost has to keep the next over line for now. Anna, he's going to turn his gun towards Arme. Toxic with the every pass from the side. The EMP finishes X Nova off. He's dead for 110. Seb pots the BKB. Looks for the cool control onto FY, but FY does get the snowball off in time. Arme looking on top of Jarrett, but Thompson turns. They get the hex out onto him. He'll get himself back into the ball. The BKB's out in time as Arme cuts down Roto with a waveform, finds the kill. Anna looking to get on top of Arme. The BKB's about to wear off. The Mega Creep speeding down upon the agent of OG. Seb in again. The call on top of Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. Chalice, BKB pop, and he's trying to commit, trying to deal with Anna being silenced by the blood right, but the ancient is falling. The hex is out. They're going to be able to find themselves. Chalice 3 dead on LGD. OG hitting the ancient, hitting the ancient. Win 5. Again, John, FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, there's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Arme comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm just going to ninjas here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis route. As Arme will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing without rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb in as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He's toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Anna is going to look towards the Tusk. The Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. Anna, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Anna's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Anna, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level up PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Crates. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those blink calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The Taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. Xnova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tails coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that Xnova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And Xnova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, Xnova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Rack. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buyback's now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for that in this team fight. I mean, LGD are been gold, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off of that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jaren, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke. It's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
He's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb puts the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. And Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon Discord proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No Tails already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jerax.
5 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna go and say 3-1. I do think that Fnatic will at least climb for one game and they're gonna lose against Boom. But I do agree that Fnatic is most likely gonna win this best of 5. Honestly, we've been talking about this. I think a lot of the comments I read as well in the general social media. I am joining the conversation with you guys. Tweet a hashtag ESL One. The Fnatic is just above most people in the
Yeah, during the group stage we were like, maybe they're not, they're not playing better. Their teamwork's bad, draft's okay, but sometimes execution is not there. Then you see the playoff, the first game of the playoff, wow, night and day.
Yeah, indeed, I agree. Fnatic, especially because they were also playing against Boom, right? So it's not like we're getting surprised. You were saying that when they were coming up, GeekFam might have a better chance just because they were looking like they were stronger, they were bringing different strategies to the table. Of course, Boom then beat them pretty single-handedly. And now we're going to see a repeat. Let's see if that's true. Interesting Magnus ban to start.
Look at the preparation. This all comes down to the preparation. What do you think?
You think Magnus is something they saw in scrims?
You know what's cooking. Boom!
Because they like PA. I don't know. Maybe they feel like there's some hidden strat that they want to do, or maybe Magnus is good against what they are going to pick early. It's hard to tell here,
Like in NP strat.
Yeah, because it's very, very hard to tell here. If you ask me, I'm going to be like, Magnus is good against maybe they want to push and they don't want to do. Actually, no, pushing is good against Magnus because if the enemy is greedy, you just push and end at the game. You kill the tower so the Magnus can farm.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a very interesting ban here.
I think the PA combo might be on the money. Like, cause right now, if you're looking for pocket strats, that's when you use them, right? There's the final. You're not saving them for the next tournament. So we haven't really seen anything special from Boom.
And usually in the first game of the BO5, that's probably the best place to try something different.
Yeah. You experiment. If it doesn't work, you still have 2 games to recover, so it's fine. At least 2 games to recover.
The term "it's fine" when you lose the first game is always a lie to yourself.
Well, yeah, sure.
So that you feel better.
Well, to me, it's fine. It's obviously to them, it's going to be a bit of a stressful situation.
Yeah, for the players, it's definitely like, and maybe not for the players because like the coach could take the brunt of the drafting pressure and the blame and everything. The players are just there. Oh, we're just here to do our jobs.
Coach messed up. Fire coach. We're good.
I'm playing the dead lane. I did my job. You're playing the pocket. You're farming. You're the win condition. I'm the tower damage. I'm the tower defender. So right now, third ban, troll ban. So maybe troll plus Magnus plus. I mean, the Mars is something that in the past Boom likes to. It's like their comfort pick. They like to use. They like to pick the hero a lot.
You talked about that Mars Phoenix that was calm for them, so take away the Mars. Phoenix not that good.
The troll plus Magnus is a bit giving me the feeling that it's Nature's Prophet first pick.
5 seconds
I'm having that feeling.
Why? Oh yeah, I mean I see that.
Because Magnus is good against Nature's Prophet because he doesn't.
Troll's good against him.
Yeah, they're both good against him.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. I mean, Fnatic has played the NP quite a lot. We've seen Ice even playing it with the Axe build in the beginning of this tournament, which was a fun little.
I mean, it's just like a very valuable hero. Look at that, they're even banning Bat Rider because Nature's Prophet can't do anything to Batrider.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
And we know Fnatic can play the NP in the 5 position as well.
Yeah,
We've seen that
it's
a lot.
too much of a value to a team where you can pick the hero and just
Radiant
play him in
team
what,
pick.
almost every role.
There we go. What a top tier analyst.
Screw you.
I wasn't even sarcastic, but okay. I meant it.
You are always sarcastic.
You guessed the right pick, Winter.
But
I'm
isn't
so happy to have you
but
alongside.
you knew. You knew too.
Ah,
I wasn't
right.
the only one.
This guy has
You're right, because I knew that it really devalues your...
Oh, now that suddenly becomes a shot that I fired at you.
Exactly. How do you deal with this pick then? What are other carries that can deal with MP in the lane?
Oh, they just have to pick their heroes because the MP can be anything.
Oh, right, so you don't concern yourself for now.
You just
and you see as the...
do what you want. Like you pick if you want an LC, you think your LC +1. Just pick a good solid opening, like a support. Ideally, you pick a support that can deal with the treants. Ideally, like some Grimstroke, something that can wave clear it. Jakiro, but you don't see Jakiro nowadays.
You see it more in Europe. DK.
Dragon Knight is great against Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. And flex pick. Ah!
Oh!
Okay, now can I compliment you? That was a good guess. You're on point.
That was just a lucky guess.
Stop undermining my compliment.
Okay, fine.
Take
fine.
it. Take it, Winter.
I take it.
I like the Jakiro.
I would rather you give me a fish, to be honest.
Both. I like the Jakiro pick, to be honest. I think that he's, again, I see it a lot more in Europe. A lot of European players starting to see the value in the Jakiro. Decent lanes, pretty good stats, hard to kill as support.
But Jabs is gonna take the Nature's Prophet now, after they see this Jakiro.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think they want to put the Nature's Prophet on the offlane on the position for... Oh, never mind. Never mind.
You can still put him plus
Because A is good against the Dragon Knight. It's a counter in some sort. High magic burst. You make him not tanky because of the Ice Blast.
Yep.
Take away the regen. Just a great pick overall against DK. Like A and Shadow Demon, I think those are the two best supports against Dragon Knight. You make him feel like paper.
Also a pretty decent combo, actually. A high amount of magical damage.
Oh, then you draft Zeus and Spectre. Aha, global.
What? Oh yeah, Zeus, Spectre, Shadow Demon. That still has
Nature's Prophet,
full global. Actually, it's kind of. I remember the Wrath of Nature plus Haunt plus Thunder God's Wrath was kind of nasty.
That's from Loader's team in Dota 1.
Yes.
I think it was mid SK, right?
Team pick.
Team SK.
Oh yes. SK Gaming or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember. Yeah.
Wow, I'm old. That was more than 10 years ago.
Wow. Yes.
That's
I was a child when I was
that's
watching
probably
those
13 years ago or 12 years ago, at least.
Wow, I was still in grade school. I was learning how to do maths, and I was watching Loda do school teams.
10 seconds remaining.
So now you're thinking, how do I bully this A in the lane? Usually we
the
see,
MP.
yeah, usually we see Clockwork. Clockwork against the A.
Oh, Clock Jakiro is actually really strong too, and Clock is pretty decent against NP at catching.
Yeah, but the Treants is annoying early. You don't really deal with the Treants.
Not in the lane, right?
Yeah. Maybe you're useful against him later, but not in the lane.
I agree. But with DK and Jakiro as your partners, I mean, you already have a pretty good tight tree.
Yeah, you can actually deal with the Treant.
Yeah, and then Clock just does this thing later on to catch the NP. I do like the Clock pick a lot, actually. What else could you see from Boom? I mean, you could also see him like, Earth Spirit, which I've seen a couple times.
Earth Spirit, no, not that guy's hero, not Hyde's hero. I think he will play Clockwork Nyx.
Tiny. The Clockwork's Nyx
Tiny, yeah, or Tiny. No, wait, never mind.
Well, potential flex.
Yeah, it could be a flex. We don't know, because this is a favorite hero of FBZ and Mikoto.
Yeah.
So very.
Hyde could potentially play it too, right? I've not seen him, but I think that.
Yeah, he definitely can play the hero.
He's
Like,
very good against Sync.
most of the high MMR players in Southeast Asia, they play this hero. It's a very good hero to climb MMR. Because you do a lot in the game.
Whatever position you are.
Yeah.
And you're very flex, as in you can play carry mid or whatever.
Maybe not carry,
No,
but
I don't mean carry, sorry. You can play that.
you can
role,
carry the
damage.
game.
Yeah,
You can carry the game.
You can be the win condition.
the
That moment when
no,
you
you are that support that, I am on a hero that can farm. I can ask for farm. That was the plan all along when I was playing support. When I'm playing support, I don't want to be the core because then people will blame me when I do stupid stuff. You know, when I feed. But when I'm a support, I can behave like a core when I pick a greedy hero.
Smart. So you take your carry's farm, and then at the end of the game, if you lose, you go, why carry no farm?
And then when you feed, I'm just a support.
Ultimate win condition. All right, Fnatic with a Tiny now. We have seen them play this on Moon as well, not just as a 4. So it could be a Moon's Tiny, but I'm most likely thinking Ancient Apparition Tiny.
With their lineup, most likely a position. Most
and
likely.
Ice Ice on the MP then? Well...
No, then they'll have a mid Death Prophet.
Oh,
They'll have a Death Prophet plus a Spectre lineup. Or Death Prophet plus, there's no Morphling, right? So Death Prophet plus, what else that guy's gonna play?
Well, there's no Morphling, there's no Troll, so I guess Savage only
Yeah, Spectre or Terrorblade?
Yeah, Terrorblade, but I don't love the Terrorblade against Jakiro.
Yeah, no. Spectre. He's gonna play Spectre this game.
Spectre's pretty solid against running.
But if they decide the DP is more valuable to pick, so they might not get the Spectre. This junction is all about whether they feel which role has more replacements. Though you pick the one that has no replacement in my opinion. Because you're gonna be picking both of the heroes together.
To some degree, that depends as well on the comfort picks of the players, right? Like, what can they be? How far can they go out of their comfort zone? Because you were.
But then again, sometimes given the situation, there's not many heroes for that situation. It could be just one good hero. Then you just pick that guy.
Okay. We'll see what they're thinking about. Boom Esports probably will reveal here to some degree the flex of the Pango. Maybe they can pick a 4 here.
Yeah, but generally you pick the wing, most likely. The Spectre.
No, for Boom.
Oh yeah, no, I mean for Fnatic.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, for Boom, they are more. I think whether they should put the Pango as a core or something.
There's the clock.
Oh, again, also he's back. He's still back.
Who's back?
The Clockwork. Then why didn't they just pick the Clockwork before? Because the Clockwork isn't particularly good against the Tiny. Anyway, because he can toss you away. That's very strange. The sequence is very strange, but I understand that the Pango is kind of like more of like they are flex hero, you know, because they value the hero a lot. But otherwise you would pick the Clockwork first and then the Pango later, because the Clockwork just masks more of your draft.
5 seconds remaining.
Fair enough.
And you could pick another call anyway, because I feel like it's just easier. Because if I have the Pango, then I feel a bit I have to be more careful with, be more mindful with what I pick. Because right now, then you have because Pango plus Clockwork doesn't really go so well in the lane together, because you're both melee hero. But if I pick the Clockwork first, then I can pick maybe a range off laner, so that the lane is better.
What options do you even have as range?
They don't really have much options, but I'm just saying I'm more comfortable drafting that way.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a very small detail.
Maybe they had decided on this combination first anyway, and they were like, maybe the Clockwork is a good idea.
Yeah,
Tiny.
and then maybe they're worried about they're worried about the enemy picking the Pango, so they just pick the Pango. It could be that reason.
Could be that too. I like the DP pick as well, because you deterred Dragonet a bit from the flex of the mid.
But I have to say, I would have been more worried that they picked the Clockwork, because I think Jakiro doesn't like playing his Clockwork as well. Jakiro and the Dragonet.
That's true. And Clock Jakiro is actually a really nice combination. You really value that hero.
So right now they go for the DP. So the win condition is looking like going to be like a Spectre.
Do you ban the spec? I think it...
Spectre. What else? Monkey King is decent too. I think Monkey. Because you know the lane, right? It's Clockwork Pango. You could just pick a Monkey.
It's on a solid win condition. Oh, Ursa. Oh, that's true. We have seen Savage play the Ursa and be decently solid this game.
Yeah, but I like the Monkey King or the Spectre with their lineup, because if you look at overall picture, if they have a Monkey, they have a very strong engage team fight. DP ulti plus the Wukong command, very difficult for them to fight into that. Spectre is kind of like the same thing, because you have the Haunt to reveal the position, and you have some combo with the AA plus MP.
Okay, that Queen of Pain ban.
The lane.
Oh right, yeah, because the DP, right?
Even though, but they lost that lane.
They lost that lane.
The other day.
That. Yeah.
Was it against Boom? I think it was,
right? It was against Boom, yeah. No, but what they're saying is, prove to people that's a good lane or bad lane. Oh, a Void. Okay,
that's also a good pick.
That is a Savage pick as well. He does love the Faceless Void.
Very good with the DP, very good with AA. Just very good with their heroes.
Yes, and also pretty solid against a lot of Boom. Pretty against the Pango.
Violation is very annoying for all their heroes.
Yes,
they all have very short cooldown spells. Ownage.
I agree.
10 seconds.
So what is Dream or Cell gonna play here? It's definitely not gonna Wraith King, right? But Wraith King doesn't feel like his hero.
Wraith King is so bad though right now.
He's gonna play. So there's Spectre, there's PA.
You can go for PL maybe?
PL. PL, not bad too.
You may now select your hero.
The idea is when you play against Void, either you have something that's super slippery or really tank the chrono.
But there's an Ice Blast.
Yeah, that's why tanky heroes are so weak right now.
Yeah, tanky heroes don't feel so good.
But Spec is good against even the Ice Blast compared to other tanky heroes, because...
Yes, dispersion.
Yeah.
Helps a little bit. Okay, a lot.
A lot, mate. Yeah.
So overall, easier draft. I think the Dire draft looks better. Easier to play.
You think so?
Yeah, because the Radiant draft, they don't. I feel like their team fight is definitely not going to be superior compared to the Dire.
No.
So if they don't do well in their lanes, say they lose their lanes, they're going to be in trouble. They're not going to defend any of the towers. They're going to lose all their towers. But for the Dire lanes, say they lose their lanes, they still have all this team fight to come back.
But do you think that if this goes into a late game scenario, doesn't Boom have a considerable? Or do you?
There is a boy still, but there's a DP and a Nature's Prophet, the double prophets. You think they will let the prophecy of the Spectre carrying the game come true? No.
Okay, we have the odds here for the game. People are agreeing with us. I'm in fact going to take game number 1. If you guys want to join the collective imagination and also place your bets, go to GG.BET. And if you don't, and always remember to bet responsibly, of course, if you do. For Mercedes-Benz, remember that there's still an MVP vote that requires no money, just requires your vote, a single click. So go vote for your favorite player. And if that's not enough to convince you, check out what these players can win in the previous. We are back, waiting for the horn to game can start. There we go. Between Fnatic and Boom Esports. This is the first horn of the day, and the horn that indicates the start to the best of 5. One step closer to realizing who's your full ESL One and Birmingham 20 SEA League winner, powered by Intel winner.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, the winner has to be powered by Intel. So
Thank you for giving us that wonderful introduction.
I'm just.
I know. I know.
It's thanks to these moments, thanks to these wonderful sponsors that I can speak so freely.
Prophets already told me that.
Ah, they whisper in your ears, do they? Inter does hear the prophecies. His favorite hero is actually Oracle. He told me. He role plays as him. Just goes around the house carrying an orange, half naked. His wife keeps asking, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" "I'm carrying the fish."
Orange?
Yeah, because that's what the Oracle carried. You not seen the Vietnamese cosplays of Oracle? I love them. So wonderful.
I saw the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're amazing, man. They have some real passion for doing.
Makeshift cosplay.
Yeah, I used to do one for Coddle as well. A makeshift cosplay. I was very proud of my cosplay. I had like one of those fake toy horses and a fake beard and a hat, and I spray painted the hat gray.
Yeah, for you it's probably makeshift cosplay. Not makeshift cosplay.
Can't swear on the stream, Winter. Please leave the cast.
So overall, looking at the lanes, I did say that I kind of feel like Fnatic has overall a little bit better lanes. Void against what Pang, because it's a double melee, Clockwork plus Pang.
Terrible lane.
So the laning is like probably not gonna be that great if they go 2 against 2. So probably better for them to go tri-lane. So at least they can secure one lane, the Spectre's lane.
Okay. Yeah.
But the worrying part is always,
If you see your Spectre's lane, what do you do?
yeah, he always rather have his teammates win his lane, and he doesn't have a good lane because he doesn't really mind that. He just wants you to win your lane so that I can haunt, kill secure.
Can you run a try with the Pango instead to secure his lane?
Nah, it's terrible. It's terrible. 'Cause the Penguin needs levels.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
He'd rather you just die but get levels than share the XP with you. He's that kind of guy, you know.
Noted.
Not a sharing, but
30 seconds.
sharing hero.
I mean, he shares the gold. He doesn't share the experience. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants the experience.
He wants to be a wise Pangolier, not a rich Pangolier. He values the intelligence over.
Yeah, because he knows the intelligence would give him money later. If you take the money, no, you're not guaranteed the intelligence later.
Exactly. This is a saying for life in general. Look for wisdom. Don't look for material gain. Unless you're buying a brand new Mercedes-Benz, in which case look for the material gain.
Battle begins.
Okay. Well, they seem to be at least running a duel for now with the clock. Honestly, I really hate laning with the Void because there are times where the Void will just get 2 time blocks in a row for no reason other than Ice Frog hates you and you can't really do much about it. And then you might die, actually.
Can leave the game if you're not happy.
Stop playing Dota.
So overall, if the lane setup sits as it is, it's going to be... I feel like top and bottom is going to be way too difficult for Boom. So looking at the mid lane is Dragonite against DT.
Also difficult.
Yeah, so they're gonna lose all their lanes if this happens. If they don't do anything to change the lane setup. I feel like maybe the clock can sit top till he gets level 2, but then he has to move at some point. If he stays top until the bounty runs, they're just gonna lose all the lanes at the game.
The thing is, because Clock is the guy who's supposed to roam, and melee roamers are so weak against DP, you're not gonna be able to kill, right?
No, you don't want to go to the DP. You just want to go bot.
Yeah, it's the only place you can go.
Yeah.
I know. But that's the point. That's why you can't kill the DP. It's impossible. At least not with a rotation.
Nothing is impossible, my friend.
Yes, never say never. I'm aware. I have been hearing this every day of the broadcast. How does the Spectre deal with the NP in the lane? What are you supposed to do? Cut lanes? Try to...
It's okay for him right now. I think that he should be able to get some decent farm in this lane. Because he's with Jakiro, right? Jakiro would deal with the trends.
That's true. Jakiro's a strong laner too.
Yeah, he's just particularly good against the... They have to be careful not to get tossed to the tower here.
Yeah, look at the Jakiro. Jakiro has one of the worst turn rates in the game.
Yeah, he has to be very mindful of his positioning in this lane. They can't kill the Spectre, but they can kill the Jakiro.
Look at DJ just running towards him. That's a single. Okay, interesting toss.
I have full mana. I want to use my mana. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's efficiency, right?
Yeah.
That's the real efficiency of the game. But you never go for level 1 passive.
I mean, the real efficiency is you use that mana to get the last hit on the range creep. That's the real efficiency.
That's spoken like a true greedy support. You weren't getting it.
That's not a greed.
You weren't getting it. I got it for you. Don't worry.
We are supposed to get the range creeps so that the carry doesn't fall behind in XP. I am just doing my job.
You're totally right. An NP would never be able to get the range creep. NPs usually have a hard time reaching that.
Do you see that hero having a nuke in his arsenal? Oh wait, his right click is the nuke.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Oh shit.
Oh wow, the observer just flamed you. The observer just flamed you, Winter. All right. All right, top tier observer. I wish we could tip him. That was on point. Anyway, we have an Necronomicon build on Spectre to recover a bit.
I'm done.
Oh, top lane, Void. Okay, he only has Time Walk level 1 though. Clock can chase after him. There's the Cold Snap annoying him. They're actually not doing badly at all in this top lane, huh?
Yeah, I feel like they're doing a very good job in terms of last hitting right now. Maybe the lane is not as bad as I think, because Pango is still very good against other melee heroes because of the disarm, you know.
Yeah, but with a Void Pango, essentially just a slot machine. Let's see who can get more of their passives triggered. You know. It's not really up to you how you play that lane.
Why not?
What?
You still need to make the right decision on when to use your spells to last hit, you know?
No, yes, I'm sorry, it's not that. I was obviously exaggerating to a degree. That was a great toss. Oh no, not a great toss. Didn't go that far.
Plus lying again as usual. Lies.
All I'm saying is, yeah, the plus indicates that I can do. I add to this rule. Yeah, so what I'm saying here is that a lot of your plays are essentially based on, do I get a time block, do I get a lucky shot, and then can I pressure because of it? Not so much.
But then again, like if you're using your spells correctly, I think securing the, like, you can disregard that, you know, like securing the range creeps
oh, 100%.
and harassing at the same time. That's also a very important factor. Look at the supports again, like noticing how important it is to refill the bottles here at 4 minutes.
There's no bottle on DP,
there's no bottle on DP.
There's no bottle on DP.
Yeah, nobody wants the bottle on these two heroes.
Seems like the defender of truth has been.
Yeah, but still, it's important to.
It's good to take the runes 100%. Yeah. It's 4 minutes in. You also have DJ now joining the bottom lane, and now you really can't get close to the lane with Spectre as long as the double damage is on.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job last hitting. Probably has some in the treants, but overall still
yeah, it's very impressive.
Yeah, he's not getting pressured too much. And Nature's Prophet does have 7 denies.
You're still on level 3 though,
so
Gabs can tank this.
Run to the creeps, my friends.
Honestly, as Clock before you get Battle Shot level 2 is just. Like you do something, but it's more like it's more the mini stun. The damage is really not. It's level 2 when you really.
Unless you do full damage and you chase him.
Yeah. Unless the AA lets you kill him. Oh, that's a good toss. But
click the
you have a pretty. Oh, Cascute.
That's a very good sprout. That's a very good sprout.
That was a fantastic sprout.
And now that's gonna give them the bounty runes.
Wow. Nice. My God, this is why you pick MP on this team. Let's look in the top lane. The guy has lucky shot. Good time walk there. If it didn't swashbuckle. But that's what I mean. All the aggression in this lane is based on, do I get that initial?
Maybe I'm just like overestimating how strong the lane of the Void is, or maybe underestimating the Pango is still very good against another melee hero.
Yeah. And I guess the clocking is like now. Oh, level 3. Level 3. Jab is gonna suffer. Get ready. Pango actually hurts.
I'm walking.
Oh, the Pango even joins jabs. You can do nothing against hide. You can run, but you may not hide.
I mean, the clock works just very good against the A, you know, like in the, in the lane. Yeah, it's very annoying.
Oh, look, that's what I mean.
What?
That's what I mean. Cha-ching! Free kill.
You know, there's a way that you can control that. You keep last hitting creeps, and when you realize you're not bashing, and you save that right click for the hero.
You know why? Because it's a pseudo-random chance, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Because how this works in Dota is that pseudo-randoms, it increases the chance of you getting the bash the more you
So it's not true that you have no control. You have some control.
I can't believe you played such a niche mechanic and a great analysis just to flame. You're very right, though. Yeah, that is the way to play. There's only one item left in Dota, if I'm not mistaken, that has a complete random chance. That's bad.
Oh, Arcane Rune, perfect. Time to use my ulti. With my catapult.
Oh, that's
the two prophets combined for the tower.
Will the prophecy be completed? Will the tower fall? Jakiro is staying here. Oh, Jakiro's like, no, no. I messed up. Sprout for vision. They surround him. Can he TP? He can.
I have 2 hits and I can escape from 2 prophets. Yes.
That was the 2 heads. That was a 9,000 IQ play. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he has 2 brains.
Better than 1. Well, in the case of Ogre Magi, it doesn't really help.
2 is not better than 1.
No, not always.
Confusion.
Yes. You learn this from your pubs, right? You think, I wish I was playing alone instead of with 4 more people.
Oh no, Davai, toss.
But it breaks the cold feet. And Mikoto can get away because, or maybe not, the Spirit Siphon's too good. Yeah, poor Dragon. Can't survive a 4-man gank.
That was really good, because the DP walked to bottom lane. He didn't use his TP, so he's able to do this. Once again, the double prophets combined for another tower.
And Savage rotating here, knowing they can take a tower as well. Very smart.
He has Chrono Spear. He's just playing to his team's strength right now. They're very strong.
Was a very good rotation here, and Hai is trying to create some space. He's not gonna get triggered with the cold feet. There's the help of the Jakiro. It's just unfortunate because these supports can't do enough. They just can't defend this tower. Even if Boom rotated all their heroes, they wouldn't be able to take it.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the lineup. It's just very hard for them to fight now, you know. And
I need to wait a bit more.
But the thing is, like, I felt like the lanes went decent for Boom. They didn't lose. They didn't lose the top lane. So I felt like overall, they are still not in as bad of a shape that I predicted earlier when I felt like they could lose all their lanes from the lane setup.
I agree.
So because you look at the CS right now, like the DK has more CS than the DP, and they kind of like did okay at top as well.
And then net worth, you see in that DP,
it's still
is
fairly,
below DK.
it's close, you know, it's still fairly even.
Okay, Bowling's under top lane just to get a free kill on the AA.
He's just trying to get XP on the dead lane.
Yeah, not bad. Played by Boom though. The Rolling Thunder for these early kills are fine because it's really low.
Yeah. But later you have to be a little bit more mindful because when you do it and DP has ulti, she can just kill your tower.
True. Also, you are the only real hero with team fight here.
Yeah, so now the Spectre is just waiting for someone to make opportunity for him to haunt and get a kill here.
Hide.
Oh, Moon is coming to defend the tower.
I don't think I can get away this time. Oh, the TP was cancelled actually by MP, but the cogs were not successful, unfortunately. And the second Spirit Siphon might condemn. Yeah, the Tiny's out of mana, but doesn't mean it. Oh, Hide! The raindrop survives!
Chrono.
And here's the Chrono instead. Ice Blast stopping the poor Void, but it's okay, because Mikoto.
Every time the Dragon Knight turns on his form, the Void is there to use his Chrono.
And the Exorcism is also up. FBZ in a similar position. Swashbuckle in a second. Evading the cold feet. Can he TP in time? They'll certainly try. Oh no! The birds, they know where he is! But they missed the avalanche because I thought FBZ was...
You see this happening every time Fnatic is playing against the Dragon Knight. They understand that it's very important for them to not give up the tower easily. And previously, because the Pango used the roll, so now that it is a price, you know, he killed the AA like what 50 seconds ago or 60 seconds ago, and he didn't have roll there, so he couldn't help his DK.
Fair. Yeah.
They actually cannot commit to hit the tower if they don't have roll.
Oh, so you think they should have been played more defensively there because you don't have roll?
But it's like a very, very tiny thing, you know, because it was like what 10 seconds. It was so close, you know. But Fnatic are just like, they just pick on all the small timings. Like every little small mistake you make, they're just going to take advantage of.
Right, so it's more about Fnatic playing really precisely than Boom playing.
Yeah, or maybe they just felt like they could just take the fight regardless if you have the roll, because they felt like the right thing to do is to defend the tower anyway if you are trying to hit our tower with the Dragon Farm. It's a way to break your momentum.
Because at best, with a roll, you just can escape.
Yeah.
You can't actually, you know, re-engage.
The objective is not even to kill you. The kill is the bonus. The main thing is to defend and hold their tower. If they hold their tower, if they held the tower, they're already happy.
Okay, that's good. So then we're gonna try again. No dragon form though. Oh yeah, there is dragon form. Okay, third attempt this time.
This one they're not gonna defend anymore because the Radiant has already committed so much, and now look at the map. The Dire has so much of the map. They took the mid lane is so far pushed in. The bot lane, the whole jungle is for the Void. I mean, and the Nature's Prophet is just gonna take the dead lane because he has TP. He can always join his team.
Okay, so Radiant right now, what they're trying to do is expand their territory as well. Spectre has a place to farm. Let's pocket.
I think they're gonna have to try to smoke and sweep their area soon. Go back to their area and reclaim their area. Reclaim the area that the Jakiro is trying to place wards there soon.
You mean Fnatic?
No, for
Oh, boom. Okay.
yeah, they have to think about whether they want to reclaim the area. Otherwise, the tower, maybe it might be too late. The tower's gonna go down here.
Yeah, I don't think Cascute. Yeah, well, the toss. Cascute is stuck. He's been slowed. There's a Quip Swarm.
Yeah.
And down he goes.
He's not even level 6. Like in this kind of scenarios, if the support as a Jakiro, you want to go to the tower.
Need macro.
You want to use your, even if you die, you just use your macro, it's probably worth it. And here comes the roll to get Ice.
Okay, with this initiation, with the Hunt as well, they're committing to this, and they're able to kill Ice. Takes those watch spots, so they do. And here comes the Death Prophet, quite confident. The TP immediately 5-15. They leave Dreamochel alone, though.
Not worth. And now that's not worth.
He didn't think of TPing in time, or?
I mean, I think he did the right thing. He just wanted to TP and run away. He didn't think about the Ice Blast coming in. If he just ran and probably find another spot to TP, he would have been fine. But I don't even blame him because at that point, at that heat of the moment, you see the DP coming in, you just want to kill and run away as fast as you can. Because you don't know where is the Tiny. If you run and you don't TP right away, you might not get to TP.
That's Jabs being on point.
Yeah, they were just
so good.
Yeah, it was just being on point on the supports there.
Never seen a misplay by this guy. Amazing. Between this and the Bane plays.
Are they going to use the Chrono? This kill? Probably not worth it.
He has 6 finally. The clock. Does Jakiro have 6? No, not yet. It is really bad though, Macro Power being delayed this much. Another Ice Blast is gonna snipe him. Wow. Jabs.
Didn't need to snipe him.
Are you sure? I'm not really sure if it
Really?
hitting.
Did he land? I thought the
really
DP just finished the kill. Show fight recap.
Show fight.
Did they do damage? No.
Oh right, because it doesn't say abilities. Oh, is that not bugged though? Because it doesn't say DP used any abilities either.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she used abilities there.
Maybe she got the kill with the right click instead of the Script Swarm didn't land.
Right, sure.
But no wait, wasn't he using Spirit Siphon? Or maybe there's a bug.
He was using Spirit Siphon.
Yeah. So right now,
If we had Dota Plus, we wouldn't. Because you can actually check.
Look at the map again, like how big the map is for Dire. Nature's Prophet is in the perfect place, he's in the dead zone, and he can TP to his team. He's in the furthest area. The rest of the team are huddled together. They took out the mid wave and they're moving to the bottom wave. And Jakiro still has no level 6 to delay this. They're losing so much efficiency on the map right now. That's why you see the goal lead. It went from 1k to 3k in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they are not able to play the whole map. They're only playing like half of the map.
At best, yeah.
Not even half actually, no.
No, it's like a third really.
Yeah,
it's,
third, yeah.
It's really the triangle basically.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's tough right
And now the Radiant is the one smoking to sweep the map to look for the stragglers.
Because they know exactly where the enemy team is.
Spectre. If they get Spectre, it's so bad for them.
Dream is using the high ground. There's a ward here. Oh no, he's down to the low ground again.
They might actually get him. He wants the rune.
Oh, Dream. Alone. Exo committed. David is a Wrath of Nature. He has to get away, but the Avalanche stops him from Spectral Daggering to the high ground.
Yeah, that was such a good maneuver by Dire. And I feel like the Spectre, he's doing the right thing. He's playing the triangle, and then he was just like trying to, because he couldn't go. He doesn't have enough information to farm the mid wave, so he just wanted to check whether there's a rune.
Yeah.
He was just walking to the rune. But
He of course didn't know the smoke was happening. It's really difficult when all your lanes are pushed in. You have to get
it's
information.
very, very hard for him to figure out where is the right place to go for that.
Yeah, it's a tough game for
And now after they kill the Spectre, look at how they're moving in. They're going to reclaim the bottom area.
Okay, Ice Path. At least they get a counter kill on Chaz. So
That's a Dragon Farm popped for support. Not the most ideal, but
at this point, anything.
Yeah, but they're so far behind that anything, whatever they can get, they're just gonna not complain. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So here, the Void is, he still has his Chrono. With the Ice Blast, maybe he can, when the A is alive, maybe he can look for a pick off here.
He went from one to the Diffuser build, which I love actually. Really much earlier activation.
That's very, very good against the Pango, the Mana Burn, the Dragon Knight, yeah.
The Mana Burn is fantastic. The Dispel is also very useful this game against Jakiro.
If he doesn't go that build, I feel like you probably just go Battle Fury to farm. But I think this game, they can play the game to a tempo where the Spectre can never keep up.
Yeah, it's also a more aggressive build, so you finish the game sooner. Look at this. You can actually fight with that Chrono right now. fantastic. Obviously, just the Jakiro, but the Diffusal Blade is also really useful.
Yeah, every pickoff right now means a lot, even though it's just a position fight, but it speeds up the game so much because you're killing the hero that's supposed to play the dead lane and clear out waves. Whenever you don't have that issue, you have a lot of jurisdiction on how to play the game. You can do whatever you want right now. You want to go rush? Yeah, sure. You want to push the bottom tower? Yeah, go ahead. Because they have not enough heroes to clear out the waves. So you are essentially controlling the pace and what is going to happen.
Which means then you force things like the Pango going to the dead lane.
Just look at the map again, like where are they playing? The Nature's Prophet, once again, he's in the correct position. The DP is around the mid area. Now he doesn't want to go bot because he doesn't have ultimate, doesn't have mana. So he's just trying to like stay around and farm the wave. I think he's are they TPing? No, they're not TPing. They're just farming right now and taking the 16-minute be a haste rune at bottom.
Oh wow.
Tiny as dagger.
Oh no, you just...
I saw.
I was like, wow, did you predict the haste rune? That's impressive.
How do you... It's a guess. Even if I get it, it's a guess.
I know, yeah, every prediction is a guess. That's what they are. And then there's right guesses. The best way to be right on your predictions is just make a bunch of predictions and then just forget the wrong ones.
So the odds are always going to be on your favor.
Exactly, just make a bunch of predictions, man. That's what the best guys do.
So Dire is just going to try to reclaim the top jungle right now.
Oh, Wrath of Nature, they realize there's a vision, but it's a bit too late. DJ will catch that FPC. The snipe, is it going to hit? No, it's not, but the Chrono will. And now they go for FPC first. The Macropire to deter this is not going to really help out. Void is just continuing forward for the Clockwork in the middle of the fire. He's okay with that.
I mean, look at how they're playing the map again. The Nature's Prophet knew he didn't have to come to the fight.
So bottom.
He didn't even, okay, his TP was on cooldown, but he had the TP scroll. So he didn't even bother to TP because he knows that he just needs to cast his ultimate.
No, he went bottom on purpose to do that. He went there preemptively because he knew this was going to happen as well.
Yeah, so everything is like they're just maximizing how much they can get on the map very well. And Boom doesn't really have much answers to that, you know. Don't get me wrong, they are still doing whatever they can in the game because they are in a very bad position. From the laning phase, it becomes difficult, you know. They're in the right position, they're taking this area. This is the only place they can go right now. And just unfortunately, they get Chrono. They're playing against the Chrono, so it's very, very hard for them to fight. They need to play the map, plus they have to realize when the gank is coming so they do not lose the important heroes. They have to accept that there will be casualties, but you have to try to let your supports die instead of the call.
Yeah,
top tower
it's weird. It is difficult for Boom though, of course, because you're like, well, if we just keep letting them die, Spectre's not getting farmed. Like, what do we do? We need to find anything to fight. It's impossible.
You have to give something to take.
Yeah, and Spectre is not the hero for this, right? Because as you mentioned, Haunt is how you get the farm.
Yes.
So you not being able to get killed at all really slows down your farm.
That's why overall I felt like it's very hard for them in this situation right now.
You know, Tiny Avalanche toss, going for the clock first, and clock has been destroyed.
Oh, he has an Orchid.
And P going further, yeah, he just got an Orchid, which he used. Mikoto is acting as a tank a bit, but they realize maybe they can get a free kill on those two supports. That's not bad. Jabs and DJ done for, and Spectre actually joined in, and now Kesku killed off in the back lines. They can't catch up to the Void, but the Spectre at least got something out of this team fight.
That was a fight where Fnatic fought, because they felt so confident, they fought without two ultimates.
Yes.
And Raiden still got just a 2-for-2 trade. Two supports for two supports.
It's a win for Boom because of the position they're in.
Yeah, but still, it shows you, it highlights to you how severe the situation is right now for Raiden. If the fight would have happened normally with everyone having their spells, no chance. The fight is just gonna be...
Oh, okay, that's a
very, very big kill.
That's a Blink Dagger.
Yep, he's just too far forward, too cocky there. Look at where he was. He's way up the map.
It's the Ice Ice special. You are winning the game, you gotta play a bit extra.
Oh, you have to keep the game interesting.
Yeah, exactly, yes. It's never boring when you watch Ice Ice, I will tell you that. Manta is soon going to be finished on the Void though. When you get that, the amount of damage you can put out in the corner is absolutely ridiculous.
And it's nice also to dispel the lucky shot. Oh, me and you again. It's me and you again, eh?
Yep. Goodbye, Jebs. Not bad. This time Spectre didn't join the kill, but it's a bit of gold for FPC. And frankly, the net worth of the Boom Esports cores is not looking that bad.
Yeah, they have caught up.
They've always been slightly there. DK has managed to find a very good amount of farm.
Yeah, because the Nature's Prophet kill just now was a very, very good kill.
Yep.
They're still doing whatever they can, you know. They're doing everything they can to...
I mean, they're playing correctly, it's just that obviously the position they drafted themselves.
Yeah, it's just very hard from the start, you know. But they're still doing a very good job given the scenario. And 20-minute outpost, is Dire controlling? Yeah, Dire has both down.
I love those cogs just to get the bounty, and he's gonna miss it. He cogged over the bounty by accident.
He couldn't get the bounty.
He cogged over the bounty by accident.
Raiden has one bounty. Alright. Back to square one, 6k deficit again.
Like, I like that idea, don't get me wrong, you should do that, and like, you dying for the bounty is worth it completely, but not if you cock over the bounty, you can't click on it. And that moment of desperation where it's like, oh no guys, I think I messed up.
Yeah. Right now, I think that once the
Look at
call...
the odds on the screen. Look at the odds on the screen, Winter. And as we're seeing that people are trusting Fnatic more and more. Are you going to be one of them? Go to GG.BET to find out.
I was already one of them.
Not you, I'm talking to the plural you of the audience.
Okay, sorry.
Now you can make your points.
I mean, once they get their triple BKBs, TP, Void, and Prophet. Because majority of the damage coming from Boom is all magical, right? Until the Spectre. I mean, Spectre is kind of mostly magical if you go Radiance build. You don't really do much
He's
right.
going Radiance build.
Yeah, you're not really doing much right click until later in the game. So once they have this timing, very strong timing, like around 25 minutes where you have triple BKBs on Void, Nature's Prophet, and DP, and you can just end the game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I don't know what Boom can do at that stage, because I feel like the DK is not going to have enough right click at that point. So same goes for the Pango. So they're going to have to try to...
Oh, Mikoto. Oh, I don't know, we should be playing. Ah, nice blink.
Excuse
and
me?
they also missed the route of 8
Excuse me, you doubt Master Mikoto?
I'm so sorry, Mikoto. I apologize.
Apology accepted on behalf.
Winter is actually Mikoto's agent. Little known fact here. So you're thinking it'll be likely damage for the next fight because of the BKBs?
Yeah, when they have the BKBs, they need Spectre and DK to have damage items. That's gonna take some time.
Yeah, DK's going for BKB, so next is gonna be his damage if anything. Okay, Jakiro.
Double stun.
Maybe FBZ? No, this time the Rod of 8 does will hit with the Ice Blast. BZ is down.
I mean, look at that. Why are they both clearing the dangerous areas? It was supposed to just be the Jakiro doing it, you know.
I agree.
They are not very clean in terms of how they are playing the map compared to Fnatic. That death there, at most, is just a Jakiro. Or no one should have died because he could have just hidden and casted the Macropire from far away.
Left, yeah.
Yeah, and left. Or just, if you don't want to use Macropire, fine. Use Dual Breath, and if you die, you die. And if you don't die, you cast Macropire in the next wave, so you'll be more greedy.
Yeah. And as you clear that mid wave and they're going onto you, FBZ can actually go bottom or somewhere else to farm.
Yeah, whatever it is, he's not supposed to be in it.
Exactly. I agree. Hunt. Okay, use to steal the Aegis. He's not going to succeed.
Oh, he's silenced.
Silenced. Can they kill him off? He can't hunt to any of these illusions. And Lamanta style's too strong. Macropire helping him out, but it's not enough. Dreamo Chill will be the first to fall. And they actually commit a Chrono just for the Jakiro because they know they can get him for free. The enemy carry's missing, and now everyone else is just easy scrapping. 23 Savage is happy to lose his Aegis, but he's not even going to do that. Oh, maybe he will? No, he survives thanks to the magic stick. 3 deaths on Boom Esports, only 1 to die on Fnatic.
It was a time walk. They gave him some HP.
Oh, that was a time walk? Okay.
Yeah, it was a...
That was
a nice attempt, but not good enough. The silence was better.
I don't know if that was a nice... I mean, I don't know how much...
Hey, it was really close. Oh, look at
it was a good idea. But, well, sorry, it was a good attempt, but like, how good was the idea, though? Wasn't it a high risk?
Yeah, but they are... I think if you are in Boom's position, I feel like if you lose this Aegis and you don't contest it, I'm going to lose my high ground. Because they're going to come next when they have the DPA cooldown again, with Aegis on the Void and Ultimate on the DP. I feel like I won't be able to fight that, defend that. So I think it's I feel like it's a reasonable try for them to contest the rush.
The Ice Path to at least get a kill on the Tiny. Okay, I mean, you're getting some farm somewhere, but this might result in a Clockwork Death as well. The Cogs keeping him safe for now, but they broke through the Cogs. They've broken through his armor, and they might just kill him thanks to the Frostbite.
I mean, again,
will he shatter?
The Dire is running at the Radiant without Chronosphere and the DP ultimate.
Yeah, they don't need it. They got enough with the rest of their heroes. We have BKB now on Mikoto. This might change things. I think Radiant's also up on the Spectre.
Yep, it's up.
So, okay. It's a start.
Yeah.
It's the beginning.
They still have I feel like there's still a pretty decent chance in the game. All they need to do right now is to make sure that by 30 minutes, their Rex is still intact. If they don't lose any Rex by 30 minutes, I think after that, the game is going to start to swing.
Shift.
Yeah, it's going to swing to their favor.
Okay, I like that. And Fnatic just needs to keep doing what they're doing, right?
Yeah, they need to just keep playing Dota. Keep pressuring.
You mean, okay, playing aggressively. Yeah,
if they think that, oh, we have a lead, it's time to chill, it's time to take a chill pill, then they're going to lose the game.
Never chill in Dota, that's what you're telling me. Always be on edge.
Well, I'm not sure if that's what I meant, but...
Be on edge, always playing aggressively, always know what you're doing next, have a plan.
You should always be aware of what you have to do. Like, it doesn't mean that you're 10k ahead, then you can slack off.
Exactly. Okay, okay. That makes sense, yeah. Don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. Oh, Mikoto, same place, but different.
They have BKB this time though, and they have Rolling Thunder too.
Does DP have BKB?
DP does not, so he's going for Shiras. They will find the Jakiro kill maybe. Jakiro helped out with the Clockwork. There's the Hunt. They think they can fight this. They're going for the AA first. And DJ might also die here. Spectre committing to the AA and starts seeing a better kill onto the MP. Ice goes down, but wait, it's coming the Void in with a Chrono, and they stick everyone inside of it with the Exo still running. Rolling Thunder's not too effective, and they're gonna kill Jumachel. But perhaps they're gonna counter cone to the Void. Beautiful Blink Dagger. Can they stun him last time? They do. That's the age is taken away. Those BKB is super effective. Nice cogs to make sure Pango does not kill himself by accident. And now, Void chasing after the DK. They're trying to divide these two heroes. Hyde taking the brunt of the damage because he knows he's going to die for his cores. It's fine, as long as they can do something. Jakiro's joining in. The Ice Path's ready. The Void's been disarmed with the Ice Path. He's not getting away. That comes in. It's dispelled. The disarm though, slowing him down. There's the Time Walk. And Void, are they going to chase? They're going into unknown territory. They're lacking right now the vision. Finally, DK blinking forward. Dragon Tail, the Ice Path, keeps him in place. And now Void is going to lose his face.
Yeah, that was like a bit of like too much over-aggression by Fnatic.
That's a power play.
They just chose to take the fight, knowing that the Void, he was still like, I think,
a bit far.
5-10 seconds away from that fight, even though he had Chrono. And
Chrono came out during the middle of the fight as well.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal for them, and they were also running up the high ground because you remember at the start of the fight, the AA and the Nature's Prophet, they were on the low ground. The Radiant team had the high ground advantage. Yes. They could see everything, so it's very easy for them to get like the Jakiro and the Pango was like and the DK. The three of them did so much in a fight.
Okay, or
oh, now he has the mech and the pipe because he realized that he needs those items to deal with the Spectre.
Yeah, Nice is going for Silver Edge to fully cancel the Spectre or the DK.
Oh, Jakiro.
That's okay. We've talked about how this is what cares cute life.
Such is life as a support, you know. Every time you die, no one cares. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Nobody cares your life. You are Camus' favorite hero.
Camus?
Camus, it's a famous philosopher. Talked that life is meaningless, and therefore you should live it to the fullest.
So you should never play support?
No, you should always play support. Life being meaningless is to be celebrated. My little stories. I researched these before the game just to enlighten you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what is Pango?
I didn't know you care so much about me.
Obviously. Rolling Thunder, stopping the AA. Follow this. Follow this. They can. Jab. Oh! Trying to glide like a beautiful ice skater, but unfortunately, he's gonna break his leg and not play in this year's Olympics.
He has no leg? What are you talking about? He has no leg.
Okay, get the metaphor. Analogy. Oh no. Clocker though. It's gonna have some fun. Come here and play with us. 4 heroes versus Clock, and Clock can only waste time here.
Alright, this guy has a leg. Alright, outpost taken by the Faceless Void.
Thank you for that analysis, mate.
Always here for you.
What is Pango going for as the next item? I thought I saw Crimson. Oh no, Heavens.
He needs to go for sustain items.
I like Heavens.
The objective of any items that you're building right now is to allow your teammates to survive the Chronosphere. Like, if you survive the Chronosphere, you're gonna win the fight as the Radiant team.
Yeah. So Heaven's Hammer is a great way to stop the Void from dealing damage in the crowd.
Yeah, even Aeon Disc I think could be a good option later on some of the core heroes, like for the DK or the Pango. Because you know that the Void is going to want to Chrono, because you are the main stuns, you have some damage. So if he gets you in a Chrono, the Spectre can't do much. So you getting Aeon Disc later on is actually a pretty decent idea here.
I like it a lot, yeah. Obviously Spectre doesn't need an Aeon, or it's not gonna...
Not Spectre, yeah.
But
just probably the Pango, or even the supports.
Under attack.
The Pango for sure, Clock could consider it as well, because Clock is very disruptive, right? So
yeah,
wasting time by attacking the Clock. Also, Clock is a really tanky hero. Top lane, Koto is...
Oh, he is so far up.
Big Koto. He has BKB TP if he needs to.
No, he knows there's a...
there's a Void nearby.
Oh, that's a bait.
Koto,
You know the Void. That's a bait.
They just got baited into the...
Oh my god, that's so smart.
The Ice Blast is coming by as well. Or maybe not even needed. They seem to just be pummeling Mikoto. Mikoto just got flattened.
That was so smart.
What a
He intentionally TP in front of him. Oh my god.
Ice, the king of mind games. You power player. There you go, Jumachel will at least TP away. Hyde will be the sacrificial lamb in this engagement, but you lost the DK.
That is definitely the play of the game so far. That was so...
Power play of the game.
Yeah, the power play of the game.
Thank you. That was great. I agree with that. I can't believe
that was so smart.
That was... Mikoto fell for it. Hook, line, and sink. Man.
Always nice to see some outplays like that, you know, mind game outplay.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see. Yeah, FPZ at least got away from this. All right, the Heaven's Tower also gives you stutter resistance, which is great against the Orchid. Okay. Extra points.
Radiant's top
Not great
tower
against
is
Chrono.
under attack.
No.
Radiant's
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, there's not work on Chrono. Thank you for that tidbit of information, schooling me, Winter. How many, is he going for Scotty next? Is that what I'm seeing?
Reduce the HP regen.
Radiant's top
The,
tower is under attack.
Silver Edge
Okay.
first, then Skadi. Yeah,
Silver Edge is a kind of
the semi-vessel. Skadi is like a semi-vessel right now.
It's better than Vessel.
Oh, is it better? Oh, is it
better?
No, I mean the HP reduction. Is it better?
Yeah, that's what I mean, the region. Obviously, the stats of Scotty are better than Vessel. You got what I mean.
Triggered. So DP ultimate right now. Spectre does not have Haunt.
Oh, he gets away. Rolling Thunder's available. If he needs to get into space, he blinks in with the Rolling Thunder. Sets up for the Ice Path. There's the Macroplier. Song of Ice and Fire, DP. Stay here forever. He's actually being burnt up. Can they finish her off though? No, they don't have a Haunt, and that's why they can play so aggressively.
They can't commit to her. The Void is not hitting the tower at all. He's just letting DP do the job.
They have no Chrono though. That's why Void has to stay back. In fact, Spectre is like, right.
Oh, they actually went for the tower without Chrono, yeah? Because they know that the Haunt is down. They just felt like they're stronger.
Exactly. They have Haunt in a couple seconds. Jabs might just be the sacrifice here. Hook shot to ensure that Jabs does die, but that means no hook shot to catch the rest. If you want to chase.
I mean, not very significant kill, but they'll just take whatever they get right now.
Spectre took it, so.
The Spectre is actually pretty rich.
Yeah.
It's just that he doesn't have the supporting cast, you know.
You know that
Point to him.
we talked about that the best teams understand that there's moments where you're able to farm, right? Notice that the DK was farming very heavily until the DK got BKB and Blink, and then they're like, okay, Spectre, time for you to take the lead.
Yep. So Roshan, this is a very, very risky maneuver. They know there's no DP ultimate, but Chrono is available.
They have Haunt to try to evade this. And BKB on Mikoto. I don't know if they can take it.
Someone should just go in and give the vision. Should be the Tiny. Chrono is here.
Oh, Ice will give
should
vision.
go right now.
Great Sprout. There's a Chrono. Oh my god! Chrono onto 3! The Ice Battle.
Where's the follow-up?
Where's the follow-up though? Avalanche for now. Toss as well. There's the Ice Blast. Mikoto is stuck. He might kill the Void though. A surprise Rolling Thunder plus the hook shot keeps the Void from time walking away. And that means that yes, DK dies, but at the expense of a Void, and they can still fight this. Spectre wants to go back in, FPC creating some space. They realize maybe not against the DP, maybe a bit too strong. Hide with the spider legs, catching Moon in. Dreamo Shell is doubting, do you want to help your friends? No, this is the end. Let them get away. Oh, you had a really good start, but maybe got a bit cocky afterwards.
Nah, the A, I think he was TPing to the... That's why the spells were so long. Maybe he casted the Ice Blast from base and he TP'd to the... That's why he couldn't follow up quickly enough. Initially, it looked like a brilliant Chrono, you know, 3-man.
No, I didn't mean Fnatic. I thought that Boomies was overcommitted because it's not the Chrono.
Oh, alright.
And then they proceeded to keep on fighting.
Yeah, lose anyone initially.
They lost DK.
Only the DK, but it was a 1-for-1 trade, and they felt like they could just take the fight, but they were again.
There was no EXO.
Yeah, but they were also like fighting in a position where it was very difficult because it was a choke point. So the DP shivers and like all the spells, like the Ice Vortex, everything is still doing a lot of damage despite the Void being dead, you know, in the initial part of the fight. Because they also had to commit a lot of time and spells to kill off the Void. So they didn't really have enough left in the tank until the end of the fight.
I agree. Oh, what? Toto?
He's dead.
What was that?
You know what's cooking?
Yeah, the Jakiro was just supposed to be pushing that way. Like,
Yeah, you had macro as well.
yeah, the DK cannot touch that way at all. There is no way he can touch
What
it.
was that greed, my friend? Do you not know the tale of the King Midas? Spectral Dagger.
What was the tail?
King Midas wanted to turn everything into gold. He asked the gods for it. They gave him a hand to turn everything to gold, and he couldn't eat. Because he kept turning apples into gold.
The way you're explaining is like, you can't believe that I don't know the story. Like, what?
It's because Hand of Midas is in the game. What do you think that means? Clock will also fall. Wrath of Nature. Oh no, this is looking really bad now.
Radiant's middle is
They had a good chance. That DK death was unnecessary. FBZ also a bit out of position. He's been silenced. They Atos him. They throw the Ice Blast. FBZ gets barely grazed by the Ice Blast. There's no healing for you, buddy, but will he shatter? We will. Yep, nope, he shatters. He 100% shattered, yep.
He bought a cloak, tried to survive.
He did buy a cloak trying to survive, and now he can't sell it, so he's just wasted some money in the cloak. There's the Avalanche, out from the Tiny. He at least dispels the silence. Spectre's getting away thanks to the Force Staff. He's for now flying. Hyde has to save him. Hook shot for him to also get away, but they Atos him. They want to keep on fighting. The Ice Path stops the TP from going any further, and maybe the illusion's just enough. Maybe at least they can take the Aegis, and they do. Can they follow this up with some nice initiation? Chrono's alive. There's a Chrono. They know this. Oh, they know that. They're spreading away. Void has just been taunted. There's a hunt, and Void's been stopped. They only actually stopped the DK, and he's stuck in the macro fire. He's burning up. Void has a fever. He needs to get away. The Ice Blast stops the DP, and they're going for the easy kill here. Ice Blast hits everybody. But it's okay, the kill DP at least. She's feeling a bit too much. There's no Ice Blast on her. It's Dreamachel alone because 4 heroes have died. First they break your heart, then they break your face. Fnatic will win game number 1 in this race.
Wow, that's like, the AS was actually doing so much in the game, you know. It's very rare that you feel like the support doing so much in the game, but he was like the damage, he was tanking the smoke gangs, he was dying for the cause, he was just doing all the right things, you know, and using his spells very, very well.
It's not rare when Jabs is playing.
FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, but Ana wasn't able to do damage because of his rupture. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
So,
I'm his injuries here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax is going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis route. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus not messing without rupture.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb in as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He's toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. The Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level the PL.
pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. One game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage with the team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the ages to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel them. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson is running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Armin. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the 3 of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PLR is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give the head for this team fight. The LGD are both, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s. and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe will dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
So it's all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
He's in the trees, they're on the high ground, they've got the vision with the Shiva's covered, Anna's on his way over, they've got the snowball down, there's the counterplay, Seb jumps in, he's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out, the Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB, he'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down, no buyback on the axe, as Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD, the Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No-Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No-Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into their Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose their top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the EMP, the cannon, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pots the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Thompson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No-Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No-Tail. No-Tail pops the hand of God, but No-Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with a doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Pops the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the attraction. They find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with him. With that doppel, he sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
Yeah.
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Ana, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Ana get with the double guy. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Ana will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
5 seconds
He's got
remaining.
Hex
Maybe.
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can
Radiant
he hide his
team
way
back.
out of this?
No,
Back.
it's a real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of it.
Fnatic's
Nice,
turn to
nice
ban.
play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead the PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment. With these last few fights, obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the
10
pit.
seconds
What a time with
remaining.
DD coming out for him too. I don't think
And
they
we
expected
are
him to
ready to
beat
start with the drafts of this second game.
Here for you, not just the Dota.
I see. Now you're trying to fix it. All right, nice. Love it.
Ugh, at least I'm trying to fix it.
I think it's the DHL moment that made you softer inside, right? Because you were like, oh, moments that deliver.
Fnatic's turn to
I deliver
ban.
moments to my co-commission.
I know. Thanks,
Thanks, you DHL.
DHL. Making me a better human being.
Indeed, day by day. Yeah, deliver.
Slowly
happiness.
but surely.
It's only been 31 years. Boom Esports, they start out with the Chen and the Troll Bands, and Fnatic with the Earthshaker again.
Wait, what? They are the ones banning the troll this
10
time?
seconds
Interesting.
remaining.
What do you think that Boom needs to fix up?
5
do you think that was not the problem?
remaining.
Half-half. A little bit draft, a little bit play.
Radiant team back.
I mean, the thing is, I don't feel like they made too many mistakes in the game, but because the game was so clean, when your opponent plays a clean game, any small thing that you do wrong gets amplified a lot because the opponent is playing everything perfect. That's why you need to be very clear about what you have to do, you know, the job allocations that I always tell you. Who is the dead laner, who is the slave, and I mean, everyone's the slave except the carrier. Yeah, the
10
carrier.
king and the
seconds
slave, yeah.
remaining.
He's the majesty, he gets everything. He gets the royal treatment,
5 seconds
Stacks.
remaining.
the good farm.
Yeah, the
Not-
safe farm as well.
Yeah, the safe farm.
Alright. It's actually quite like in the old medieval battles, right? The general would always stay behind.
And you get to demand, please
Servants, go die for me!
buy a medallion for me, buy a 4-star for me, get me a Blats. I need lifesteal.
But sir, I would really like to get an ether lens. No!
No.
Need a medallion.
Yeah, can you win the game with your ether lens?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Okay,
sir.
there you go. I can win you the game alone, but I need you to buy a medallion.
Okay, sir. Okay, we all buy medallion. Yes, sir. I will push the lanes for you, sir. Okay. Well,
Monkey King. Ah.
interesting ban.
Last game they didn't ban Monkey King right in the first phase.
Last time they banned Troll and they banned the
So something is up.
Magnus.
So they want to pick, okay, see. Now they are on the second pick, right? So the bands are a bit different. So that's telling me that they're gonna open a draft with Dragonite. If Boom opens up with something else that's not Dragonite, they're gonna pick Dragonite plus A, probably. Bubble.
Ah, right, course. It's solid
Because
combo.
if Boom thinks Nature's Prophet is the... You see what they're thinking? If Boom thinks Nature's Prophet is the problem, they're gonna first pick Nature's Prophet, and then Fnatic is just gonna pick the Dragonite plus 1. Maybe it might not be AA because AA is not so good against Prophet, so maybe something else.
Yeah.
But they want
10
Dragonite.
seconds
Because TK plus
remaining.
Grim Stroke, for example.
Yeah, maybe.
5
I see that. Well, let's see if Boom
remaining.
decides that MP was the problem. I mean, he was part of the problem, but I don't think he was the...
Yeah, he wasn't really the main problem. I feel like their pick sequence was a bit not so smooth because of the clockwork Pango thing, because it doesn't really allow you to branch
Turn to
into
ban.
many other different things. But overall, I felt like they still did okay in the lanes, which I didn't expect. And overall, they came out fine. It was just like how they were maneuvering, how they were playing the map. Because the supports were behind in levels. Remember early when Fnatic is always constant. How they built they built the 1k lead into, they made the 1k lead into a 3k lead. They're playing all 3 lanes, and Boom couldn't play the 3 lanes because the support didn't have levels, so he couldn't play the day lane. And or he wasn't. I wasn't sure, but maybe he was just late. You know, he wasn't there early. Because if you were there early, then you could have just pushed out the wave without really worrying about too much. Because you're supposed to die anyway for the experience. But if you're not even there, so you're not dying, but you're not getting anything, and he's just hitting the tower, you feel awful.
Do you think maybe that the win condition was also not the best because you were losing your lanes were not that strong?
I think it was okay. I think overall it was okay. The Spectre farm decent.
Yeah, he played well. I'm just meaning like you always say the Spectre wants to hunt to get early kills. You didn't have the chance with weak lanes. So maybe you should have picked a win condition that didn't depend on that.
But the thing is, like, the middle lane didn't even lose too much. The top lane didn't lose. It was like close to 50-50. So they actually had the tools to play around the hunt. But remember how he used the roll to actually go kill the A? That was like, even though it felt okay initially, but because the DK still decided to push the tower, then it became a mistake. The small things all adding up. Dire team took full advantage. DP just rotated to kill the DK. There's no roll. What can you do? Like, all these small little details has to be precise, you know. Sure, if you want to use the roll to get the support kill, it means that we have to delay our push. You cannot forcefully hit the tower. You just need to be more patient for another 10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Or you just don't commit for the kill and you just go for the push right up. But I felt like overall what I saw in that scenario, I think it was okay for them to kill the A because he was dead laning, he was trying to get XP. But then the DK just needed to chill until they have roll again.
That was true. Yeah, that was the beginning and the end, because then of course that would happen is that they started rotating a lot. Jakir was forced to go
it might seem like I'm just like nitpicking all the small details, but when the game is actually
precise.
Yeah, so precise from the opponents, you need to be precise as well. Every small thing has a very big effect in the game.
Yeah, against a weaker team, Boom would have been in mistakes. Oh, interesting response to this Nature's Prophet, but not a bad one.
Are they going to pick Dragonite here? So they already banned the Bat Rider as well? No, I'm wrong. Zeus plus Spirit Breaker. Is this the counter to Nature's Prophet? This is like, I feel like these two are the supports.
These are the global counter.
I mean, Zeus is decent against Nature's in the lane because you can.
Zeus 5 is pretty good.
I think it's a Zeus position, very likely, and then they pick the Clock, which is really, really good against two of these heroes.
Yes.
Very, very great. Good at stopping the SB from casting any spell, and great at killing the
Just can catch the Zeus, yeah, because especially Zeus is 5, you have no mobility, so you
pray that you play the dead lane till you get the 4-star.
Is it? Or did you rush? Don't you rush the Axe here on the Zeus 5?
I think you need 4-star because it's too good of a 4-star game against Nature's Prophet and Claw.
And then you get the Axe if you can.
Yeah, if you can.
Fair enough.
He definitely wants to.
Yeah, of course. Nimbus is the reason why you pick Zeus nowadays.
Or maybe the Zeus could be a call if they feel like it's a good game for it. It's still kind of like a flex pick.
We have seen him offlane and mid.
10 seconds
so it's not crazy.
It's like a Nana hero. If
it's a Nana
if it's a good call, I think it fits the way he plays the game. Like some rotating hero with magic damage. They're gonna play for the Terrorblade, for example, like a win condition with tower damage.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, or we might just see another Spectre game, Spectre Zeus.
Fanatics.
I mean, it could be. The global lineup is powerful.
Yeah, because they're banning the TA now. It's telling me that
maybe Spectre's a consideration.
No, the Zeus could be a mid here, because they're banning TA. If they didn't really care about the Zeus being a mid, they just wanted it as a support, they probably wouldn't use a ban for TA. Because Zeus can't do anything at all in the lane against TA.
What about, isn't it maybe because your win condition might be annoyed by the TA, but then also be a reasoning? And then you also do...
No, not really here. I think it's more of the matchup. So when you're banning it here, you're more worried about the matchup. You don't really, because TA is really good against like very specific win condition heroes. Now the Zeus is promoted somewhere.
Yeah, alright, well. Good. I'm point with that analysis.
Yeah, the Zeus is like the most likely the mid lane, I think, because I don't like Zeus off lane. Because you die too easily in the long lane.
Another Phoenix. Actually, a pretty good response to these heroes.
Yeah.
Very low attack speed heroes.
And it's like same reason when you pick Phoenix against the ball. I mean the Cottle ball. So you take the area back. Like he drops his ball, he takes the area. Same as the wall, he drops the rock, he takes the area. Then you counter it by dropping your egg.
Yeah, exactly.
And the heroes are terrible.
I'd take in the egg. Yeah, especially if Zeus is mid, because then you lost one of your sort of like,
there's no PL, there's no troll.
5 seconds.
You should have Legion for Fnatic, they could run.
I mean, Spectre is like they have a Warlock Spectre Zeus draft. And then last pick is the Veno.
The Veno, you think?
I mean, looking at the draft, it's like it used to be a thing.
used to be a
Zeus
thing, yeah.
Warlock, because Venom Ultimate, then Fatal Bonds, then Zeus ulti, then I'm
So
Spectre,
hot.
I click R, I kill everyone. I feel strong.
Okay.
But actually you're not. It's the other heroes that are strong. And then the enemy team buys a mech and pipe, no one dies, then you lose.
I feel like you're playing the game in your head at this point. It's just exactly.
Radiant team pick.
There's a Spectre. I like the Spectre because, as you mentioned, you know, he's much more valuable Spectre, so you would just want to go him first.
Yeah, and then if they don't get Venom, they probably have something else.
I like the LC particularly.
LC is okay.
As a way to deal with Phoenix, you still do area damage.
LC is okay. He's gonna probably want Snapfire to kill the egg. And this ice guy, he's gonna want.
Oh, you're right. They do play the snap off.
And then the Snap Spirit Breaker. The lane is
10
strong.
seconds
Yes, and
remaining.
Snap Warlock is very solid as well with Fatal Bonds.
Fatal Bonds plus Rain of Fire.
Yeah.
5
Rain of Fire.
seconds
Oh, yeah,
remaining.
the Mormon skills.
I just like to call it Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire was the old Underlord skill.
Fnatic.
Yep, I shouldn't misguide the audience.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Lycan. The anti-tempo of Spectre, because you are very, very quick up-tempo. And look at their heroes. The heroes are actually absolutely terrible.
Garbage against
Lycan. They have
Yeah.
nothing against Lycan. So now
Heat for Zeus.
they're gonna be forced not to pick. They cannot pick Venom anymore. They need to pick either the Tide or the Under, one of them, or even a Bristleback to defend the towers. One of them. There are 3 options.
10 seconds.
Kinda need a bit of
Radiant team
a
back.
stun against the Lycan though, because you really don't have any control for him.
I mean, their draft has a lot of loopholes already, so you can't cover. I don't think they can cover
Well,
everything.
that's what I'm saying though. Like Underlord and Tide suit that more than the BB, because BB just deals damage.
Yeah,
Doesn't really
but
break
if you
something.
can win your lane enough, then it could be worth it. Because Bristleback, I think out of the 3, Bristleback is probably the one that has the highest chance of destroying the lane. Because I think even if you're a Tide and Underlord, I don't feel like the Lycan feels
10 seconds
threatened in the
remaining.
lane by you. He can just farm, even though he can't pressure you, but he can farm.
I mean, if you run Underlord plus
5
like a Spur Breaker, for example,
remaining.
that's an okay lane. It's a Tide.
But I feel Lycan can still farm. I don't. If I'm the Lycan, I don't feel like, oh, this lane is shit for me. You know, I don't get that feeling.
Yeah, because you're like an
Radiant
Underlord.
Yeah, but
team
against a
pick.
Bristleback, I feel like maybe there's gonna be pressure. I feel.
Then you can play the lane, musical lanes. To try to put Lycan against Spectre, and
Or
it's fine.
there's a Necroforce. Necroforce can just dominate the lane.
Also,
I think that pick is also fine. You can dominate the lane, but later in the game you are bad against him because the Necrobook can purge your Ghost Shroud. Then you are gonna die in the fights.
what do you run as the last pick here on Boom? They need a mid laner, most likely.
Yeah,
10
just a
seconds
catch hero, like
remaining.
a stun, Void Spirit. There's Void, right?
Oh, Void Spirit, yeah, that's
I
really
think I
solid.
just pick Void
5
Spirit.
seconds
Against
remaining.
Zeus? I think he might die. Might be
But he
tough
can't
fight.
break your. Actually, yeah, he actually not
He
use.
doesn't care about breaking your stuff.
Yeah,
He just
wait.
hits right.
But it fits their lineup. Otherwise, they can go for like a puck.
A puck would be nice.
Yeah.
Lina, even, no, Lina's bad. I get.
No,
Against Spirit-
Lina against Spirit Breaker, Zeus,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
die. You're gonna feed it. They just need like an initiating hero. Or they can just go for more push with DP. There's still DP. A DP.
DP's actually a solid pickup.
Just it's an okay hero.
Fnatic's
it's okay here.
turn to pick.
Okay, Void Spirit. We'll see that matchup Gorks. I haven't seen Void Zeus
It's
to
just
be honest.
useful. They just want a useful hero.
Like Void's good regardless.
Because they don't have stuns from Phoenix and so right now, what do they go for? Either. I still think you need to choose from either one of
Underlord,
those.
Tide, or Bristle.
Yeah, I like the Underlord and Tide more against. I know Bristol can win the lane, but later you're not
10
that useful at
seconds
mitigating
remaining.
his damage. But Underlord and Tide can you either Anchor Smash or the
5 seconds
Atrophy Aura to
remaining.
reduce the damage.
I particularly love really strong counter, and then you can also avoid fights early and defend towers nicely,
Mm.
which Tide has a bit
Because
more.
you have very long cooldown heroes, right? Warlock and Spectre. So
Exactly.
you want a hero that can win.
And I hear like it doesn't have to.
The only downside is you I don't think you can pressure the Lycan in the lane. You're giving up something.
As Underlord, yeah.
As Underlord.
I don't think Tide can do much unless you go for the Gush build either.
Yeah. But I think you can do more than the Underlord. I
Yeah.
feel I can do more.
Fair. Oh yeah, because you're up against a Phoenix too, right? Oh yeah, Phoenix gonna destroy.
Yeah, you can just pressure. You can pressure him more.
Yeah, that's right. Tide at least can dispel it.
Underlord is just like you're looking to farm against him. Oh, Beastmaster.
Okay.
So I mean, it's he can actually this hero can win the lane against the Lycan. He's a strong laner.
And then you
He
have
doesn't
control.
mitigate. He doesn't mitigate the damage, but he gives them the aura to kill the egg. He gives them a stun. Because they don't, if you look at our overall composition, right? If they would have gone for the Tide Underlord Bristol, they don't have a stun. So what Beastmaster gives them here,
That's
the
what I was
extra
saying,
disable.
back catch.
So yeah, they don't, so they have the extra cash to kill the Void Spirit.
We're seeing the GG.BET odds here, by the way, on the screen. People still, every day, a bit more faith is put in Fnatic at these odds. And remember, guys, that you can also vote for your favorite heroes, or your favorite player, sorry, in the MVP vote. Give them a Mercedes-Benz, do not laugh at me. And if that great introduction has not been enough to convince you to vote, you should vote now, according to this trailer. And we're back. Fnatic versus Boom Esports is about to begin. The second match, any second, to see if Fnatic can be just one step away from being the grand champions, or if Boom Esports can tie the series and bring it back to a best of three.
Let's go. They have a very good shot this game. The Lycan seems like he's going to have a rampage in this game.
I really like this draft as well.
Apart from the Beastmaster role, they don't really have much to deal with the Lycan and his summons, you know. Until the Spectre becomes the one true king.
Yeah. The one true king.
Minute 1 to...
Actually, sorry, one true queen.
One true
queen.
yeah.
Or
sorry.
A woman goes.
So minute 1 to minute 20, minute 25, the Lycan is the king. But then post minute 25, minute 30, Spectre is back.
Yes. This game is very much like a transition in Russia through the Tsars from Peter the Great to Catherine. Now that's a complex story for you there.
I know half the story, but I know the story for Fnatic here is about delaying the game.
It is indeed. Much like last game, Boom Esports was trying, so very similar.
But they have I think they have a much better lineup at doing that, because the last game...
Zeus Beastmaster.
Yeah, Boom doesn't have enough team fight from the last game, so they couldn't really contest the DP when she was pushing the towers. It was very, very difficult.
Not that much safe wave clear either, to be honest. The Pango was and then you had the Jakiro, which took too long to get macro power. That was a big deal.
Yeah, it was definitely a big deal. So this game, we'll see that they can get enough XP across the map. They need to be efficient. It's not just only about like the drafts and everything, it's about how they are playing the map. I always like to highlight, oh, look at the map, look at the map, look at the map, look at how they are playing, because that's what literally is winning the other team the game. If the Boom lineup right now, they have a better lineup, but if they don't do the correct things, they are not playing the map well, it doesn't really change much, you know.
I've actually applied to Valve to see if that can be a voice line, look at the map, so I can spam it in my pubs as well, because it'd be really useful, frankly. What do you think? This matchup to me seems quite important, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how easy it is for
it should be... I think Bo5 should just 50-50 this lane.
Really? I think it's 60-40 Zeus favor. Just from a logic standpoint. Though,
yeah, he's gonna get harassed a lot by the lightning bolt.
And good Zeus's can always
But I think he can just last hit. Maybe he has to ferry more regen. But he should be able to last hit. I don't think Zeus should pressure him too much to the point where he's going to suffer too much in terms of last hitting.
What really sucks is that your attack animation as Zeus is hot garbage. Boon is suffering because of that.
He has to use lightning bolt to get the last hit.
Okay, maybe, yeah. I haven't really seen this matchup before, so just based on idea.
Feeling. Based on feeling.
Based on feeling. And I have the feelings of a noob. No?
4-3 denies. Look at who's winning the lane.
Yeah, it's very much Void Spirit favored. To be honest though, most melee range heroes, or melee versus range, tends to be melee favored in the beginning. You see? He doubted there about the last hit, and he's like, oh, well, no, I can't doubt, because you're Zeus. It takes 6 years to get the next last hit. The worst. I think the hardest part about Zeus, the top tier pros will know how to last hit with Zeus, with his auto attack. That's what a really good Zeus can do.
Wait till you can last hit with techies.
That's not that hard, actually. Great range.
But he has less damage.
Nice projectile.
You know Zeus doesn't have low damage. He has
actually really high damage.
Yeah, he has good damage.
Yes. So
you still can last it with that?
I just use my mines to last it. Just a noob. For all this talk about techies, you can't even last it with them. Gee.
I don't play techies. I just like...
Oh, right, okay.
Check my profile.
This is a man who likes watching destruction, not participating in it.
I'm a spectator, a mere spectator in the destructive environment.
Okay, this is what I'm expecting more though. Just out harassing.
Yeah, but he just needs to
regen.
Ferry more regen in this lane, like maybe buy an extra salve compared to you normal. I feel like overall, as long as he can last hit and deny, the Zeus will not feel comfortable in the lane.
You know what really sucks about the Zeus Void Spirit lane, which I realized, is that usually Zeus does the Lightning Bolt and deny, which is because you can do that. I think Void Spirit's attack animation is a bit too quick.
Yeah, and the thing about this lane as well is the more mana you're spending on harassing the Void Spirit, it means that you're not using it to last hit. So that's why you see that Zeus is losing out in terms of last hit, because he doesn't have the outlining to last hit. He's choosing to try to pressure the Void Spirit with going for this build.
Because most Zeusers don't actually concentrate on last hit anymore. They actually try to harass the lane.
Just harass?
Yeah, they go for a Lightning Bolt build instead of Arc Lightning.
Because of the damage, the mana to damage is more efficient with the Lightning Bolt, right?
Partially, but also partially because it gives a mini stun, so you can actually play around with your auto attack, because it's really high, as you said, right?
Yeah.
So usually you're able to take advantage of the lane. But of course against Void Spirit is tough.
Oh, that's so smart, that small thing. He Aether Remnant him, and then the creep was about to die, so he popped the glyph so the tower doesn't hit the Zeus. It's a very small thing.
No, but these are the glyph early is supposed to be used by the mid players, right? That's the idea. Or to abuse it.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Sometimes you...
Oh no. Oh no, Zeus, you're too fat! You're too fat! You can't walk by the spirit! But he hasn't died though. He used a little jump there to avoid the damage. Nice. Sarcastic comment, you don't actually get to do that. Bottle's gonna come out soon on him, so that's gonna help.
I can leave sarcasm to you. I can be the...
Yeah, you can be the serious one, the serious flamer, and I'm just the sarcastic flamer.
So runes, but no bottle.
Yeah, which feels bad. Regen and Rune is gonna be found out, but Hyde is
bottle
quicker.
for the...
Hyde is quicker. Oh, this is huge. You can't let him get the regen.
I'm dead.
Oh, he's dead actually, right? Moon thought the same thing we were thinking. You can't let him get the regen, but in exchange, you die for it.
You have to let him get the regen.
You have to. There's no other option.
Because the Warlock definitely told him, no one's top, the support's not at top. He probably just wanted to see what rune. I don't think he
didn't know what it was. No.
Yeah, he just wanted to see what rune is. I don't feel like he could have. It's too dangerous. I mean, that's why it's so important for the supports to get the 4-minute rune, you know. In so many matchups, it actually means the lane is just turned from one bottle refill like this. And bounty rune's gonna spawn right now. So the person who got the previous rune is gonna be able to control the subsequent bounty rune.
Yeah, that's true. And then you get 2 bottle refills for free, literally. If the mid road.
Yeah, and then you tell your slaves to TP to the lane to give you another refill. Thank you very much.
And then lane is one.
And if they refuse, you're telling them, how am I supposed to carry this game when my little demands are not met?
That phrase, little and demands. I don't think that's almost an oxymoron.
Well, a bottle refill doesn't...
Is that a blade mill?
Doesn't feel like a big demand.
Oh no, sorry. I saw the broadsword. Okay. So we're seeing a lot of Beastmasters going for Necronomicon first. This one, Helm of the Dominator.
Helm of Dominator is good when you win your lane, when you do well in your lane. But if you
rotate early.
Yeah, if you don't do well in your lane, it's not so good to get the Helm. Because the stats and the build up, it feels good for you. You get regen, and the items are just good for laning, you know, in general.
Yes.
So if you're winning the lane, you definitely feel like doing that.
And Necros are better for farming.
Yeah, but right now the 2 supports of Radiant is moving down bottom to deal with this catapult wave from the Beastmaster. They're worried of the push, so it was done and dusted. Mid is a Zeus. He can't push your lane, so don't worry. And right now, where is the Nature's Prophet gonna move here? They have a catapult. They should look to dive this guy and TP down with the Nature's. They have a glyph.
They might be able to.
Where's the glyph?
Glyph?
Oh yeah, they glyph already. Radiant glyph.
Oh, the Jab is actually TPing middle lane. Trying to help out his Zeus. Is that going to be enough? Moon committing. He does get the kill. Use the shield before the charge actually hits. So he's going to be fine. Another solo kill on Zeus. And this is why
TP. The Nature's Prophet needs to come so that the catapult doesn't die. Sorry. He needs to come right now with the Treants.
Never apologize for cutting me to say something important. You're completely right. They can push this, but look, it's catapult on catapult action. Unfortunately, one of the catapults is distracted, and now the catapult will finally die.
That is not catapult on catapult. That's catapult against catapult plus tower. It ain't fair.
It ain't fair. It's not a fair matchup, you're right. Where's my 1v1? This is what Dota is all about.
1v1.
1v1 me mid.
Unvouched, right? 1v1 unvouched.
Yeah. Alright, let's see, Moon. This is the issue with the Zeus, by the way, that you were mentioning a lot with the Lina as well. You don't have any escapes, you're too vulnerable, and it's just a bit too easy to just catch you and kill you and stop your momentum.
Yeah, right. They're doing some mean drop.
Primal Roar, Lycan coming in, and he's dead. Oh no, FPZ rotated, but the Thunder God Wrath surprised him, and Heidemann also died because of this, but Savage has now been stuck with the Aether Remnant. Not much you can do against Mikoto. They at least get the counter kill here, so carry for carry, plus the support.
Oh, that's a way
Fnatic.
way better trade for Fnatic. I felt like the Lycan needed to move away from the lane once the Beastmaster is level 6, because you could die. Either you want to move away to gank another lane, or you get help to gank the Beastmaster. What was happening there was nothing was actually really happening for the Radiant. They were just like sitting in the lane. Look, they're sitting in there farming. Oh, is someone coming? Oh no, just the clock.
No, it's the Void Spirit coming in.
Yeah.
And then NP as well.
They were just slower. I mean, they were just slower.
Yeah, because the Fnatic has a global draft. That's the whole point of the draft, right? To be able to do
but I feel like the Lycan is he already has what he needs from the lane.
In trouble. We stop this moment of brilliance to bring you perhaps the death of Execute. He's been slowed by the boards, which means they can catch him. And now, look at the power of the Helm. Gets the free stun, and that's all they need. Wrath of Nature, not gonna help you enough. Ice gets more points for his compendium, but Jabs will be the counter kill here in the top lane. Tried to use the glyph to save himself, did not work.
Yeah, but my point was like the Lycan should have been doing this. He needed to move. Like he already had his items. Why would you want to still farm? Keep farming.
He stayed there a bit too long, right?
Yeah. If you want to fight at bot, then your supports have to be already there. If the support is not there on time, you just need to move. It's actually better in a lot of cases to move to the other side and have the Nature's Prophet defend. Because the transition, you think about the game, right? He could have moved like around minute 7 or 6. Okay, 7 is reasonable.
More in the middle lane. I think he might head to the mark. Oh, he doesn't get Thunder God's Wrath off in time, which means Mikoto can get away. Will the charge connect? It will not. Spur Breaker, mate. You are way
that was a very, very big kill. I mean, that's one of the major weaknesses of Zeus as a core hero. He's so easy to kill. You have no escape. You're like a glass cannon. You deal a lot of damage, but you're so easy to kill.
And with the draft that Boom has, they have a lot of ease to kill you because they have a lot of mobility.
You drafted the Zeus in your first phase.
Yes, I know.
Of course, he's gonna be facing a lot of heroes that can kill him easily.
Sure, okay. If you really don't want to compliment Boom for dealing with him well, I'm so sorry. Mikoto is not gonna find this kill, but the tower almost kills Savage.
Dire's middle tower has
almost.
Always see the positive points, you know? I think Boom dealt with him nicely.
He got dealt nicely, but it doesn't change the fact that he was picked early, so he was supposed to be dealt.
We did say Fnatic could do these things, by the way. This is why I said 3-1.
There's gonna be room for let's try this thing out.
Yeah. I mean, this is a great practice for them. Oh, that was good TP, man.
That's around.
So quick.
Outpost. So it's what, one apiece? Yeah, one apiece.
That's good. I think last time they missed the outpost, by the way, right?
The last game?
Yeah, which is why Jakiro didn't have 6 so early.
Yeah, because they got I think so. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Don't remember the details. But
Sorry.
what
a nice Aether Remnant. They might be able to kill ISS with it. Do they have another Astral Step? They do in 2 seconds. Mikoto's coming into this. The Carl play. The Lucky Bash. But it's okay. Mikoto can still get it. However, now he's kind of stuck. He's forced to assimilate. They already haunted in. Does he have a TP? He does. Gonna try it. The Aether Remnant. They get the bash. Thunder God's Wrath. Nothing comes out. DJ was not lucky enough the second time. 17% Ice Rod.
Just needed one more right click, you would have probably gotten the bash.
That's what math says.
That is true.
As a Spanish math stats, at least. And their strike was close to stopping Jimocho, but not quite. Not quite.
Yep, Radiant right now, they are in a very, very good position. They've taken the mid tower and the top tier 1, so Roshan is very, very open for them. They have a Lycan plus Nature's Prophet lineup. Level 5 again on the Phoenix. He wants to get his level 6.
That was very good.
Oh, they're going for it.
There's no Supernova, so they know they can come into this. They have another strike too, I believe. Yep. Cast Q, push back. They make sure they can't get to a tower, but DJ, the Sprout stopped you.
Not wise. Definitely not wise.
As a Spirit Breaker, there's always that choice of, should I die this? And the answer tends to be no. But you do anyway.
Because you're a Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to say no to that?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
You're a crazy cat, literally. Moon. Okay, dies first, and Savage also being hunted. Oh my god, the chunks of meat they're taking out of Savage's skin. Someone help the Spectre get away. Phoenix is nearby with an Icarus dive. Can he guess properly? Sunrays guessing correctly. Savage in the trees. He's lost a Spectral Dagger. 6 seconds for the next one. Phoenix will find him. There's a Spirit. The TP is not gonna complete.
Oh,
because Rescute is on point with those Spirits.
Yeah, and he had to pop his Soul Ring for TP. That's why he died.
Yeah, well, I think he might have anyway. It was level 3 Spirits, so
yeah,
probably. It's close, but still, yes, I agree.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Thank you for pointing out the
yeah.
that was genuine.
That was blatant.
I appreciate when you point out those things because I was wondering how did we lose HP?
You only appreciate if I bring you around, you know, to have some good old lunch, good old dinner, some Malaysian dinner.
Actually, yes, I would definitely appreciate that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, your food is amazing.
Oh, at this rate, we're not gonna be having dinner soon.
No.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Because Raiden is in control, Boom is in control for this game. Lycan is doing a very, very good job, and so is the rest of them. They're punishing Fnatic heavily for having this kind of weak or greedy heroes or unconventional heroes, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, they're punishing all sides, right? The greed, yes, for the Spectre, but also the unconventional of the Zeus. They punish the Zeus very hard.
Yeah, and the Spirit Breaker is also, maybe the Spirit Breaker is not that unconventional, but yeah, you don't.
It is unconventional, but it wasn't a crazy idea to deal with the NP. And as a support, you're allowed to do these things, right?
As a support, I'm allowed to pick weird heroes.
Yes,
but not when.
Hello. Wait, sorry. I'm just gonna call Zephyr here so he can have a talk with you about this. I think that you mentioned it though, Zeus core. I mean, if it was Zeus 5, I would have been more okay with it than Zeus 4. Because Lycan, also you didn't ban Lycan, you didn't think about the Lycan, which was the glaring weakness of this draft. They really have nothing to deal with him.
Yeah, it was already too late when the Lycan popped up.
Oh no! The Lycan, we forgot about that. And now he's taking a free Roshan, Dream Mochel's playing his favorite game. Also, he's very confident with Lycan, right? It's one of his comfort picks.
Yeah. He has Wolf Form, he has Necro Book.
Level 3. He's not going for Helm this time. We actually don't see this a lot from Dream.
Oh no.
Oh?
Oh no.
Oh. Another strike, stop him. And the shapeshift wasted. They try to fight from behind. They do have an egg if needed. Oh, but they're lacking the mana. He needs 3 more mana. There's a supernova finally in Cogs. You're stuck. You're staying with us and playing till the end. Goodbye, 23 Savage. Yes, he loses Mochel, but it's okay. Because he got the kill on
How
Stab.
did they see him? Was it a hawk? How did they know he was like? How did he just got jumped there? Got charged right? It must be a hawk.
If only we had this great sponsor, which would give us a moment of brilliance, a moment of clarity for these dark times. There's the moment of clarity. I could hear it.
Oh, so was it a hawk? What was that? What was the thing that was giving vision?
I'm actually not certain.
How did they see him? How did they charge him?
It must have been a hawk. Must have been a hawk.
Was it under vision?
It was. They don't see any wards, so it has to be. It has to. We just didn't see
so
the hawk.
Probably just a hawk. Yeah, he didn't expect the hawk. That's why he got charged from somewhere.
From.
Yeah, but they still got a good trade out of it. They got the rock. The rock was used. They killed 2 heroes.
They conserved the H on Mikoto. It's fine.
Yeah, overall still fine. Correct for them.
Yes. Nice evasion of the charge. Oh. Right, you do charge too. Huh. Okay.
What you mean the dissimulate stopping the charge?
I'm always wondering where you charge to. Do you charge to where you've clicked, or do you charge to the original place where you dissimulate?
Oh, where he... Okay.
I didn't see it. That's why I was fascinated by this.
The little things of Dota.
Everything in Dota is all about the little things. And then Winter comes here and brings you the big picture, and then you see the patterns weaving in the web.
Yeah.
And the whole world opens up to you, and then your pubs are never the same again. And you
I was the one who ruined your pubs.
You ruined the whole game. I love the spectator now. I love watching Pro Dota more than even I liked it before, and I loved Pro Dota before, so thank you, Winter. Opened my eyes, ruined my games.
So what was the part that ruined your games the most? The line part?
The line, to some degree, actually...
Oh, nice. The lightning bolt.
Really well played there, Mikoto.
Well-timed lightning bolt so that the charge could land.
Yes, exactly, because he was about to ask for a step away. Always remember that mini stun, folks.
Yeah. And he's allowed to play the dangerous area because he's a void spirit. He can run away. Yeah. So right now, Rock is almost going down.
Hook shot. Okay, closing him away from his beasts so he can't divide the battery assault damage. Very good.
Smoke. They want to... Where are they heading? Top. They want to reclaim the top area.
I take the outpost and they could. The sweep smoke? Is that the idea? Yeah, it seems like it.
Top.
Mikoto is just directly TPing there.
And the Nature's Prophet is at bot.
What are they finding top? Is it Spectre? Yes, it is.
No, they just want to be in that position so they can kick the Spectre out of the lane.
But they don't care if they kill him.
Yeah, no. They just want to take this area so Spectre cannot farm anymore. So he has to go. He doesn't know where to go right now.
Oh, they just saw the Zeus lightning bolt though.
Dire has to smoke when everyone's alive.
We have hookshot, we do not. So Clock cannot close the distance, unfortunately. And
Beast is alive. They should fight right now so the Spectre has space.
Up top, there we go. 23 Savage, they're fighting. All right. Oh, the hunt to get away! And now they actually find the Lycan as well. The rock to stop him. Can they keep the wolf in place? The fatal bonds though will kill him. Get away! Hide! You're killing your master! Okay, you died alone. It's fine. Get away, Timochel. You can't die to the supernova to disengage.
Oh, that was a very, very good play by Fnatic there.
What a hunt.
Yeah.
What a hunt.
They needed one more
That
hero
was,
top to kill the Spectre. I think if they had one more hero, anyone, you know, the Spectre would have died there. But they wanted to hold, because they were trying to do two things at the same time. They were trying to hold the middle positioning around the tower, the tier 2. They wanted to hold there so the Dire team can't come into farm. But at the same time, they wanted to kill the Spectre with what? Nature's Prophet plus, was it the Void Spirit?
Yes.
The two heroes at top.
It
But-
almost got the 8th round against him. I think they probably weren't expecting that.
But unfortunately, because he's a Spectre, when he runs away, he's also engaging on you.
Exactly. Ice. Now caught, put back to the cogs, and he's gonna go. Ice is playing the same role FBZ was last time, right?
Yep. Because they can't really fight anymore, there's no rock, so you have to farm and just try to give Spectre all the safest farm. Oh, he's
no.
scouted.
Hookshot, yes, is available. Hookshot was not available, we didn't see anything. It was alright, it was a good scout. That's
Why are you so tilted? It wasn't an easy hookshot.
That's unfortunate.
It's Spectre, he can run around in the trees, he can
how about-
dance, he can tangle. Can you tangle?
I actually
No.
salsa.
Oh, you saw.
I'm Hispanic, I need to know one. I need to know one of the dances. That's how I get my ladies.
Oh, whoa.
My lady, actually.
Giving away your tips.
Giving away the tips. Learn salsa.
Learn salsa, get lady.
Also, learn to make salsa. There's both things. It's salsa and salsa.
Learn to make salsa for your nacho.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So right now, state of the game, Dire just wants to wait for Spectre to be ready to fight again. So they're waiting for their rock plus the raw from the Beastmaster. So
Mikoto playing aggressively, knowing that Boom is in the kill.
he's just like, he has to, like, someone has to try to push because they're in a position where they cannot fight. So they're just trying to push the waves, and I feel like the Zeus at this point, you feel like a support.
You are.
Even though you're a mid.
At best, you're a 3 right now. That's the best. At best, you're. The
You
choice,
just got downgraded.
the choice from Mikoto to go for Desolator was also really good because he can solo kill very efficiently with that. Ah, look at that wolf to block the hook shot.
Radiant's middle tower
Beautiful
has fallen.
play there. Very well done.
But doesn't change the state of the game.
No, but I can just admire small little plays. You're talking about, Dota's all about the details.
Yep. Dota is all about the details, but sometimes
deny that.
the big picture is so ugly that the details does not matter anymore.
Wow, Winter. After casting with you, I feel like a smarter man. I feel like I could write a book.
Right now, even if they have the rock, if they land a perfect rock with a 3 or 4 man Fatal Bond with the raw, I'm not sure if they have enough damage. Do they have a mech or a pipe soon? No?
Yeah, the clock is actually not close.
He's getting a pipe, so what does Nature's Prophet have right now?
Just
Nature's Prophet already has the mech and pipe, never mind, so bye-bye Spectre.
Oh, so that's why clock is not going for the pipe, he's going for the bang.
Yeah, they all just need to survive the combo, the Rock, Raw, Haunt, and Zeus ultimate combo. If no one dies, the fight is essentially just over for the Dire team.
It's true, it's really just a wombo. Look at the most wombo combo drive. And you know that bad heroes survive this as well, especially because Void Spirit can just kill Zeus in the beginning of the fight. It might not be able to. But
Yeah, because the Zeus is literally doing nothing in the fights apart from casting his Wrath.
yeah, and then he dies.
Like, it's not even his fault, it's just the nature of the matchup.
Yeah.
Like, what can he do here? Being
Well,
so
I mean,
far
drafting
behind.
a Zeus that any save is.
I mean, the save is whatever, you know, it's more pick the Zeus. Like, my understanding for this is like, you pick him early, but Beastmaster is not picked early, but he's gonna die here.
Beautiful segue.
Was he the last pick?
He was the last pick indeed. Oh, look at you non-believers, huh? Look at how the odds are changing now. People are starting to believe in Boom Esports. Do you want to be like those people? Do you want to be a betrayer to your original odds? You can do so by going to GG.BET and betting responsibly.
It is not hard to believe what you see. It is hard to keep believing when you don't see something there. That is the hard part.
I feel like I've gone to casting with Winter to casting with Confucius. These quotes here are pulling off now.
Dire's
Oh, nice. Nice little Hammer Dominator kill. Oh, there's charge! They predicted the Astro Step. They can keep it caught stun, but he has the Simulate ready. He wants to actually get away. He's not going to play aggressively. FBZ TP's a bit too forward, but the Primal Roar condemns Mikoto. And this was a really chaotic team fight. A beautiful charge at the beginning by DJ.
Yep.
Stopped this initiation completely.
I mean, that's the downside of going for the Desolator build. Like, you
You have no save.
You have no save and you die. You're so fragile. You don't have heals, don't have anything to get out. So they got punished there. That's a very, very huge turn of events. They took the fight, but they had to use all their ultimates. But Spectre got about 1,000 gold. Holy shit!
She's recovered completely without honestly. She's back into being a carry.
So she was a support just now.
No, she was more like a 2 for a while. Now she's a 1 again.
Oh, you really like downgrading people, promoting.
Yeah.
You're like the boss, you know.
I've always wanted to be a manager. I don't actually want to do the work to get there. I just want to be straight.
You just want to pick the people. Oh no. Your KPI is dropping. No, you get demoted. Oh, your sales is good. I'm promoting you next time.
Exactly, yes.
You get bonus.
There's actually a very fascinating Dota economics about the roles, you know. Player roles depreciate over time. You notice a lot of players that used to play 2, now they're a 3 or 4 or 5.
The 2s usually go to the 4.
Yeah. Look at Jabs. He was so... he's a 5 now.
Off lane usually goes to the 5. A lot of them.
Yeah, that's true. And the ones that stay have to retire. It's Dota economics, guys. Hide.
Radiant are scanning.
The charge is gonna hit. Fuck, is too fast.
Well, there are some players that go from off lane to carry, you know. They get promoted.
Chalice?
Yeah, Chalice.
Yeah. Who else? I can't think of anyone else, though. I'm thinking quite the opposite, though. Ramsey's Resolution both did from 1 to 3.
Alright. Everyone gets demoted one way or the other.
Yeah. This is true Dota economics, guys. Look at Fear. He's played every position, and he went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Boom. I'm gonna be taking this Roshan. So this is the attempt to just finalize the game. With this Roshan, you take the tier 2s and you take the racks finally.
Yep. This is the Rax Roshan, the second one. You want to get a Rax 1 set at least. They have a BKB done right now on the Void Spirit, so he's not gonna die so easily later.
Is Jab's gonna... I don't think so. In fact, FBZ...
He's safe from the nature.
Yeah. He was definitely baiting for a potential overextension. FBZ was smart there. Hookshot almost catches the Zeus. He has Blink as well. Didn't go for your 4-staff, by the way. Yes, sir. Thank you for pointing that out. Went straight Blink bottle build. Sorry, Blink Ether Lens.
Doesn't matter like he builds. I think he feels like the Foster doesn't save him from the Lycan. He needs to be very well positioned anyway.
Yeah, and Blink is good.
And Blink helps that more.
I agree. NP.
Yeah.
Taking a fair amount, but he's gonna get killed eventually, right? He can't TP. Nah, the 17% is impossible. You're actually out of mana. There's no way you're TPing. FPC's wasting a bunch of time, but...
This is the reason why the Spirit Breaker is picked against.
Yeah, of course, he's a really good camera.
Yeah, very good at catching him.
Is the Spectre... I think
you have to be very careful when you're pushing out against the Spirit Breaker. But you have to take less risk.
What do you think of this choice by Savage to go Diffusal Blade Manta?
The game is too quick already. If you go Radiance, you're like slow, like I don't know, like you're gonna be useless for a very long period of time.
Especially against Mech plus Pipe, that's already on the MP, right?
Yeah.
Because Diffusal is physical damage, guys. Okay, so that's good. I like the 23 Savage variation here.
Yep, but there's still like a problem with not having enough damage yet. I think that they are relying a lot on the Fatal Bonds plus Zeus combo, but Zeus hasn't been able to dish out a lot of magic damage in the fights because he can't cast his spells. He's not allowed to cast his spells.
Because Lycan just jumps and chomps him.
The only way I feel like the Dire team can win the fights is they have to be the one to jump on anyone. Like the Beastmaster blinks in, they raw, preferably after the Aegis expires. They need to raw kill someone with the Zeus spells and then take the fight from there. If they are not going to be able to find a clean pick-off in the fights are going to be very hard for them. Because the Lycan will swing from the back line, kill your Warlock and your Zeus, your Spirit Breaker. They don't stand a chance against Lycan.
Oh,
and here comes the Lycan. He's coming from behind.
Chanan. Oh, no, now with the TPs.
You jinxed it.
Hey, you think I sang the Jaws song?
You sounded the alarm. They heard the alarm. They all TP'd. The wolf alarm.
Guys, there's a bug. The players can hear us in the game. I like the Lycan build.
There was actually a bug.
Yeah, no, I had it during the qualifiers for the very tournament. We were casting and the players like, we can hear you. We could hear the Russian casters as well. So it was very fun. We had a massive cast.
Be careful with what you say. The players hear you.
Well, obviously we didn't play that game because that would be incredibly unprofessional. ESL just remade the lobby until it worked. Good guy, ESL. Oh, that Ether Animal was the...
It's like Aegis.
Alright, that was an interesting Ether Animal. I thought it was the wrong direction. Another strike, avoided by the accursed dive. They hear the longest cast point in the game.
Oh, spider legs. Nice.
Who has spider legs?
Who gets the spider legs?
I don't know what team got him.
Radiant? Who do you give it to?
I actually wouldn't mind seeing the Clock or Lycan.
Lycan?
I think Lycan with spider legs is brutal.
Radiant are
Oh,
scanning.
you can run up because they can't outrun you, so the only way is to try to
They have
try
one
to hide
stun.
from you from a high ground, but then with
And
spider.
trees, whatever.
So you're a wolf and a spider. What are you?
Because Lycan's actually his weakest point when he's turned is his turn rate. He actually hates turning.
Yeah.
The spider rate's reduces that as well. So it's a lot of pluses.
Thank you for the tip. I shall demand for spider legs next time.
Dyer's
But-
I am your
tower is
king.
under attack.
Give me legs.
But I don't play Lycan, so it will never happen.
I play Lycan, but I also lose Lycan, so it doesn't really help me when I do that.
Dyer's bottom
Lycan
tower
support?
has fallen.
No, I play Lycan carry.
For now, you're a carry player today.
I play everything. I just play whatever I can to have fun, which is why I'm low MMR. Okay, the charge, too much shell.
Oh, they're trying to. He's just trying to bait. See,
Is-
look at his team. His team is
Yeah, yeah.
for another kill.
And they have a purge with a sun ray.
And he's
Oh,
right.
what a another strike to move, but Jabs, surprise, there's no rock here. And now they can go for the supernova just to zone out the enemy team. They can't TP quite confidently.
Well, they expected more people there. They didn't expect the Spirit Breaker to be doing that alone. So he ran in and tried to use the egg.
That is a typical Fnatic play. Oh no, there's people behind me, I swear. Yeah. I'm not alone.
Radiant's top
They
tower
deserve an
is
Oscar
under
for that.
attack.
Yes. Fnatic, if they weren't a
Best supporting cast.
if they weren't a Dota team, they would be a football team, 100%, with all the theatrics they do.
Football team.
Soccer, football, whatever.
Radiant's
The
top
one they
tower
kick with the
is
foot
under
because they always dive. People will get that. It doesn't matter. Oh, that was a good haunt again. When you disengage, it's because you're re-engaging. Spectre only lives in the subliminal state between engaging and re-engaging.
Because she's a ghost, right? No, she's not a ghost. She's an entity.
I'm actually not sure what she is. It's like
Don't you know all the lore?
oh, sorry, what is her name?
Spectre.
So she's a Spectre. There's your answer, Whisper. There's the lore tidbit for you. He's gonna avoid this. They have cogs actually. They might be able to bait this.
Wow. That was actually
Really. I mean, that's the Mikoto
as
for you.
precise you can get.
Yeah. He has Blink, by the way. We just saw. What do you think of that? That's an option for voice, but...
He just needs to get to the Zeus. The Zeus has blink? Oh sure, I am getting blink.
Astral step forward.
His only job in the fight is to
kill
kill the Zeus. And the Lycan is going to maul the rest. The Warlock, the Spirit Breaker, everyone.
Okay, well, Clock is taking over
Wow,
the job.
Nimbus.
Clock is trying to demonstrate he's a better worker than you, and he does get that promotion, killing off the Zeus from behind. Voicebearer can deal with jabs, and now the Beastmaster also in trouble with one last Etherman sentencing him to death. No mauling by the Lycan, but he didn't have shapeshift, so it's fine. And now he conserves it for the next team fight. And it's time for 23 Savage to just keep on pushing this line.
So it's only mauling if you have shapeshift.
Yes, because mauling is what bears or wolves do. It's when you do it with your
Like,
snout.
you're still a wolf even without shapeshift.
No, you're just a really hairy man. Look at him. Actually, yeah, he has fangs. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. You remember his name back in Dota 1? Bane Hallow.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Used to be very confusing because when people said Bane, you didn't know which one they referred to.
No, you would know that this is the Bane that you're referring to because you would always call Atropos.
That's true, it's true, you're totally right.
Bottom barracks.
Wow, just schooled me in Dota 1. Anyway, kill on jabs, forcing the rock, put in a bad position. Mikoto's happy with this, activates the BKB. He's out Astral Steps, it's a TP, but he realized that it is not the right play. It's a Bastion Inspector anyway. Supernova does complete though, stopping DJ. And with it, this Fnatic. Oh, careful, the ship's been stopped. Can they get a bash under control of the Lycan? Thanks for the comes in and he's forced to eat the cheese. Dreamo Shell, no! Another bash! And he's stopped by the Nether Strike. This wolf can't get back home. He's being body blocked by the fat Beastmaster. And sometimes the calories do work out.
Oh my god.
This Lycan. He just wanted to be free. He just wanted to get home, but the pesky humans kept stopping his...
I mean, blame the Void Spirit. He's the one jumping into the Void and he brought the Lycan to with him.
Yes, fair. But that was also really well
Lycan
played.
just wanted to kill the buildings to run away.
But that was a really good play by Fnatic.
Yeah.
Fantastic
It
play.
cost them a buyback.
That was a power play.
Yeah, it cost them a buyback on the Spirit Breaker, but worth. Hashtag worth.
Yep. I love the shimmy by the Beastmaster towards the end. It was very nice to see that.
just when you think there's nothing Ice can do anymore.
Yeah, literally.
Are fortified.
This man is the one true king.
Radiant's
Doesn't matter what
middle
position he
tower
plays.
is under attack.
He played every role. He went from he's a bit different. He was getting promotions down.
Because he was
phase,
offlane when he started, it was offlane, and then he moved up
mid.
Yeah,
And then he went to support, then he went back to offlane, then he went to carry, then he went back to offlane.
Yep.
So
he breaks
your
like enough.
theory about going down all the way doesn't work.
Yeah, Ice is the outlier in my theory, but now... okay, that was a really hopeful Ether Remnant. The Abyssal Blade's ready on the Spectre. The Cogs are slowing her down, but not quite enough to actually catch up to her. And Zeus is now putting up damage because Mikoto hasn't killed him just yet. Mikoto, your job, mate.
Zeus. I want Zeus. The Lord of Olympia.
Olympus.
Oh, no, Lord of Olympia. That's how you call him in Dota 1. Lord of Olympia.
Was it
I mean
really
his
Olympia?
name, Lord of Olympia. Yeah.
I'm not sure what Olympia is, actually.
Can search it after the game. I swear I'm not lying.
No, I believe you 100%.
You never believe me.
I always believe
You think I'm always trolling you. You think I'm always being sarcastic.
You know, I go home all the time. I tell my mother and I go, Winter's taught me this today. And then my mother goes, oh, you stupid child. Believing Winter all the time. That's a Spanish accent, by the way, before people call me out for being...
Charge.
Find the Phoenix. Supernova's available, though. Well, you can try to bait. No, you're not going to try to bait. He's going to die. Bye-bye, birdie.
Oh, here comes
Oh,
Wolf.
Mochel! No! Learn from your animal
slow.
friends! That was not the play!
Oh my god. I feel like the game is tilting a lot towards the Spectre. The Lycan is feeling weaker and weaker and weaker. It was a very, very big mistake there. Like, it was a very careless mistake. Now 2 fights in a row, they killed the Lycan.
Because they haven't used their advantage that well, you know, like sometimes they
I mean, it's also because the game is already starting to tilt into Spectre's
Spectre's
favor.
farm.
Now, you are entering her zone, you know, you're in her playground.
Don't you think Lycan has to start playing a bit differently now that this happens?
You just play with your team. They were alone.
Oh, this one carries an Axe, by the way.
Oh,
Hello, Warlock?
no! Why would you give it to Warlock? Give it to Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker is better.
Oh yeah, for the Charge Dark.
See, even the Observer knows it's better on Spirit Breaker.
Okay, Observer's changing sides. Okay, I'm not believing him. Okay, Ice stuck. Perhaps the Cogs to kill him. The Roshan murders Ice.
Enough of your antiques!
Enough of them, but Hyde might die. There's a Supernova in the high ground. That's gonna help a lot. The Ether and brings the cow. They want to turn her into a stake. Is that gonna be enough? Spirit Breaker just barely surviving this engagement, and Phoenix goes a bit too far forward. The bird can simply not beat the bull. It's time for Void Spirit to do his shenanigans, and Mikoto's really low on HP, so he can't go too far forward, and Mikoto is gonna get caught out. Spectre Deck is still down. The fuel's a bit too strong. Charge stopped by the Ether Remnant, and here comes the Wolf. Comeback after comeback after comeback. They're body blocking them with the treants. They can't get away. Champ's the first to die. They're going for DJ as well, but instead 23 Savage TP's in time, and DJ can just charge back home. Fnatic will not lose the people they were hoping to lose. Oh, sorry, or the hoping to get. The who was hoping to kill.
Oh, everyone's hoping to kill the Roche right now.
Everyone's hoping to kill the Roche. You're completely right. With a Nimbus to give vision, it barely lasts long enough. Fnatic cannot defend this, and we'll never know who they will give the axe to. Oh, in comes the Spectre! She snatches no.
Zion gets the last hit.
Team herself, but Liar does get the last hit. What has the Spectre stolen? 23 Savage.
He get the cheese? What did he get? No, nothing.
Nothing. It was Primo Solos quicker on his keys. He got everything, including that Ags.
Wow.
Let's see FBZ bashed up. There's the Nimbus stopping him. FBZ is sacrificing his
they're
life.
gonna clear
Lycan will
everyone.
live.
Everyone's gonna
It's
die.
Fine. Hyde will die, but Lycan will live.
Oh, that's a huge turnaround. Now that's a lot of experience and goal, you know, getting the Roshan for the Dire team. Oh my god, that's a huge turnaround. Despite the Lycan getting all the Axe, the Aegis, and the cheese, it was still a heavy price for them to pay, losing everyone there, giving a lot of experience away towards the Dire team. But once Warlock can get to, if he can get to level 20, that would be great. Like, all their heroes scale really well with the levels. Aghanims, yeah, it's great.
Line Rapier on the Spectre's next time. We'll close the game now. Oh, he actually ate the Ags. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, on who? Wait,
On
what?
Lycan.
On the Lycan?
Wolf Bite, hello. You know what this does?
Oh,
It turns
I
into
keep
a wolf.
thinking about the terrible eggs on
The
the
one, the wolves? Yeah, no. This is actually, it was good for a while. That's why they had
So it turns your teammates into a wolf.
into Wolf, yeah. Which is pretty decent on NP and pretty decent on Void Spirit.
Radiant's top tower.
Because you get all the crits and everything, right? So NP gets crit on his...
So is it better than giving the axe to the Void Spirit?
I don't think so.
That's my question. Oh, the Void Spirit has axe. Never.
Ah, right.
That's why.
Man.
So how do you want to
In
use
this
it?
fight between us, observers, 3.
How do you want to use? Do you like use it in between of the fights, or
It depends. I've seen fights where you just initiate with Shapeshift plus Wolf Bite and just go with double wolves, right? You know, like almost like...
so he gets your what, your damage? Or
You
what?
get no, he doesn't get your damage. He gets the crit and the movement speed.
Oh, the crit and the movement speed.
Yeah, which is
so
pretty
that's
good.
that's just bad. It's just only the Void Spirit can use it.
So NP can
anyone-
also get it too.
Right?
NP could also get it.
Or why would you want to go in, run in?
Because the crit still used. And you're still
Yeah, the
Like,
crit.
it's-
Yeah.
You know.
Alright, sure. Because he has a lot of damage.
It depends on the fight. I've also seen some teams, because usually these are the teams that want to go for the axe early, like in Ricky,
Yep.
for example. If not, you can also use it as a intermediate shapeshift, right? You use shapeshift, and then use that on someone, and you can still kind of fight when your shapeshift is down,
Yeah.
which is okay.
So the Spectre went for a butterfly. I like this more than a rapier. Because
Okay.
it helps a lot more against the Lycan.
Yeah, and the rapier 2-strike is not going to be useful this game just yet.
I think Skadi though. Skadi still is better after this. Like
Because you stop the regen.
Yeah, you stop the regen and it helps you man fight the Lycan. Because I feel like even with rapier, it doesn't really, you don't really need the rapier to win the fights. I feel like if you can outlast the Lycan, then you're gonna win the fight as a Spectre. Because once the wolf form is out, he's not gonna be able to do much against you.
I agree. We'll see. I do like the Skadi idea as well. I like that they went for Abyssal this early though. I love the choice. It's
Yeah.
such a good...
Because they don't have enough lockdown with them.
Exactly.
You have Warlock, you have Zeus. You're
Abyssal gave you extra mobility, which we've seen a couple team fights. Very
Yeah.
useful.
very good at escaping the cogs, which
Yeah.
we saw him do a couple of times.
You also saw Lycan going for a really early BKB. so
But you don't get knocked back by the cogs, right, when you do the Abyssal, do you? I didn't notice.
you do if you're
You
not
do?
inside.
Oh.
If you're inside, obviously not, because you're just blinking. But if you're outside, yes, you get. You stun first, then you get knocked back. Remember more? Okay, I think
He is very
Yeah, he's-
tanky, so tanky. They can even use Sunray to
Oh,
kill him. That's
oh wow!
really-
Actually, in the survive with Dream Cell has used the shapeshift. They have to destroy the Nimbus first.
They have to be very, very careful with how they're playing this out, even though they're 17k ahead still.
Yeah,
But
it's not as
it
close.
feels like they're one fight away from losing the game, you know? Like Dire can just come back the game with one good team fight.
I agree.
One good initiation, Spectre kills 2 to 3 heroes, they're back.
Winless Shackle. You know what? Usually I give this item to support, but I think Lycan's not a bad carrier. Oh, he's a leveler, never mind.
Give it to the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, MP's also pretty solid.
He's the tank.
It kind of depends on what hero needs it. The thing about the extra HP is that it's not always enough to tank in late game, because usually you don't have the armor to cope it, so.
But it's still 1000.
Yeah.
A lot of HP. Wow.
What a hook shot. Hyde redeeming himself for the earlier play. We have Silver Edge as well. Extra bit of damage. Break also reduces your healing now, so very good to use when you can. I remember back in the days when it reduced your damage. That was a really good item.
Oh, yeah, that was
So good.
that was so long ago.
I'm an old soul. Okay, Abyssal is back. Do you really want to fight this with Nimbus? Seems possible. Mikoto, though, heals back up thanks to the cheese they give in. And the spec
Oh, he has not
just
bad.
got killed for free. There's no buyback. The hook shot stops the Warlock. The Supernova as well. Jabs.
That's game.
He has to drop the rock, but he's dying anyway, and they avoided that anyway. Rock is worthless.
Yep, that's game. If there's creeps, they can just get the Rex and the game.
Yeah, they take the racks now. Moon, it's up to you. Push this lane, my Zeus.
That can stop this man.
That was a fantastic voice line for this situation. I'll look at the double wolf with Mikoto. So cute.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
That's wolves breeding more wolves, mate. Oh, wow! The Ether Urban is actually quicker because of the Lycan shape. That's fascinating. I did not know that's how it worked.
What's that? Is that how it's supposed to work?
Apparently so. That's
So
fascinating.
it's considered his unit? Or what?
No, but it's quicker. It certainly is quicker. You saw that.
Yeah, I saw it.
So that's okay.
Of course, it's based on your movement speed, right?
Yeah, so that's why it goes
Oh,
fast.
okay, okay.
But it still has the same 0.1 time to set up, so why it seems slow. But
So it actually doesn't make a difference.
it makes it faster if you're from farther away. It's much more noticeable.
Ah.
I mean, I'm explaining to you. We just saw the same play. I didn't know that happened. I've never seen that work. I think Fnatic. You have 30 seconds till Spectre comes back. I don't know if you can last that long. Okay, from a roar, let me show you what I can do with my Abyssal Blade hook shot. And the Clockwork plus the Void Spirit are now on Zeus duty. Moon, you might think you're immortal, but you only have one more life left and you're not even able to use it. Immortality means nothing if your life is worthless, and with this, Boom Esports showed it. They took the Ancient right in front of their noses, and nothing that Fnatic could do that